Whoa.
Do you ever just really identify with lube? Because you know how people, when they're in a situation and they think alcohol is like a social lubricant, and I just sit there and I'm like, bitch, I am the social lubricant. I think I just really identify with lube. That's all.
And this is why the banana drools.
I can't.
I want you all to know too. I'm gonna let you in on the secret. Is I asked whether or not Mr. DM wanted me to say that before or after we go live, and he said, "Is it gonna hurt anybody's feelings?" And I said, "Probably not."
I mean, it didn't hurt anybody's feelings. It was just more of a I was stunned.
The DM was too stunned to speak.
That was like vicious mockery, but not.
Wait, I have a massive Mads on my screen. Send help.
What?
Oh yeah, I forgot I have to open up my thing. That happened to me before. It was just friggin' Mads' head and nothing else. And I was like, hello? What's happening?
My
anyway,
feelings
hi
are
gamers.
There's a lot of hurt feelings here. But we don't apologize.
Why would I apologize for feeling like lube?
You really do have a giant Mads on your screen. She's so
I really
mad.
do. I know. It's okay. I don't need to see.
But, in any case, hi everybody. Welcome in to our wonderful Echoing Isles campaign. Monday, the 13th episode. Welcome into everybody. There's a lot of people that came in the raid, and I can't read all the names because I'm not that smart. But welcome in everybody. What do we have announcement wise? Nothing major announcement wise. We do have a small treasure from Bread, so we'll deal with that in a minute.
Thank you.
So yeah, welcome in everybody. And then if you have not followed my wonderful friends here who also are streamers, I highly recommend you do that. They are very wonderful people, and they have great content.
Follow us.
Yeah, go follow them. Just do it. And if you are if you enjoy the campaign, you can sign up to be part of one of your own using the QR code directly underneath this talking head.
My hype train was full damage.
What?
My hype train emote that I got was
No.
full damage. Ground sniped.
Oh, I love that for you. You sure did.
So excited that is. I really want you to get some fall damage this session now, so you can use that.
Also, why is sound alerts responding to me?
I don't know why sound alerts is existing. They're just here, and I don't even use them anymore. I don't know why they're here.
I'm more confused that they're the ones with the hype train information and then telling me that I'm stuck here.
Yeah, stuck in the ground here.
I'm a moderator here. I know I'm stuck here. Hello?
Are you? Did you roll your d20?
Oh, true. I haven't rolled my d20 yet.
No!
Oh my god! Shy!
Shy!
Not anymore!
You're no longer a mod. I'm sorry.
This bodes
No.
well.
Still a mod!
I'm timed out too.
That's so
That's
funny.
awesome.
Oh.
The mod that forgets they're a mod is no longer a mod.
Yeah, but the next time you roll like a 20, then
20.
you get mod.
You get mod again.
Sure, yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's like panties, but with mods.
Yeah.
It is. Which is fine, because I'll never roll
The tyrant
once.
has
so-
fallen.
Hey,
Speaking
you're
of
looking at chat.
panties,
Probably timed out right now.
Tyrant
Yes,
Shy
that
has
doesn't have
been
to fear being
silenced.
smote. Bread is safe for now.
Oh God, a 2.
Miss-
Jam. That's spicy.
Mr. DM, I would like to roll to steal your panties.
Absolutely. Let's get this started.
I'm feeling lucky. Today's the day. Come on, chat. Give me
Today's
your
the
luck.
day.
Rubba Buddha or whatever it is.
Rubba Buddha belly.
Close.
It's close. It was close.
That's okay.
That was almost karma. That would have been great karma, honestly.
Rubba's butter. Who's offered?
Yeah.
Line up. We'll see. Yeah.
Present.
And then I think. Oh.
No, I was just saying present so you could. Anyway,
Yeah.
moving on.
Present yourselves. I think
Okay.
we're all in the running for the history check today.
Actually, that is not correct. I took notes on who's up, and it's either Pyrie or Mads this time.
Oh no!
Oh.
I was hoping I did it last time.
Doesn't remember, is hoping to get out of it instead.
So, Pyrie and Mads, may I have a history check?
This is fun.
This is great.
Oh shit, that's plugged in. That should
We
be
love
plugged
D&D
in.
Monday. Oh, it's
Oh
probably
yeah,
not.
let's go.
Whoa. You know what?
Pyrie,
Last
get your
time
ones out early.
you all rolled
history check.
nothing, so
Please don't get
Fuck!
oh no, it's definitely Pyrie.
God
Alright,
damn
Pyrie.
it, son of a bitch.
What happened according to your cat brain?
Okay. I think maybe I need to gather my thoughts. I need to remember what happened.
That is
What did we do?
okay.
We
Let me get my small treasures list here.
Oh,
We opened.
we
Joseph.
finished saving Joe. We mind broke
Mhm.
him. Oops, my bad. My plants are doing fine. We talked to the funny guy that pays us money who is interested in Pyrie's fruits.
Darius.
Yes. Pyrie also technically is ordering leather goods and services, smiles.
That
With
makes it
Mads
weird.
in tow. Larry got cucked.
well,
and-
now.
Hot lady showed up. Hot lady was not here for Larry. Larry got cucked.
Hot lady was here for Larry, just not sexually.
Exactly.
It was to tell us not to leave town
I mean,
because the funny rich man got stolen.
Yes, the funny rich man did get in fact stolen. Was not our fault.
are you sure?
Pyrie's like 95% sure that it's not her fault. Bought a collar. That's all I remember. That's all I got.
That's a good chunk of it.
Yeah.
I think that sums it up. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything else in the peanut gallery? And I'll fill in the rest of the blanks.
Just that because the rich man got stolen, the guard is really up in arms right now. We're not to leave town. We gave the information that we got from the gala to the guy, and he's having his people work on it. Mads has an invite from the fancy lady.
Yeah, fancy boisterous lady who really liked Pyrie.
Yeah, we were told to go talk to the hot purple chick at some point, which we will be doing. And I don't know, we got a big sack of money and we don't know how much money is in it.
That is actually very true. Yeah. So
I'm trying to, yeah.
I was gonna say I'll clean up the remainder if you like.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, all of the things happened there. You interrogated the Crimson Talon member. You went back and you had a visit from Haru. Pyrie visited Wild Hide Leatherworks to discuss the work on the glyph scale skin that she procured previously. You went to visit Scarlata to drop off your formal attire, and you had your meeting with Darius, who spoke about appreciating that you risked your, lives, I suppose, in this situation, for incriminating evidence on Lord Thornebridge. He also was very excited to hear, excited might not be the right word, but he was interested to hear that there was a mine on the island where there is slave labor being used to procure cheap goods, which also means that the Black Chain Syndicate slavery group is also on the island and has a presence. Speaking of presence, your presence was requested by Aradia Duskshade, which is the Purple Lady. That's a group presence, so the whole group was asked to go over there directly from Darius. You were informed that Darius would come back with more information regarding the mine and its people, whoever is there, and any information he can glean on that. Additionally, Mads was directly invited by Rosina and was specifically very requested that Pyrie be in attendance as well. That would be the full recap. Good job, everybody, all around.
Yippee!
Yeah. As a point of interest that I did not mention last session, that I would like to mention this session so that everyone is aware of it. This is going to be a multi-day session, so there will be downtime in between days. You do not have to use the downtime. But it'll be over the course of 5 days. The fourth one has a festival that you can attend if you so choose.
Yippee!
And that will be brought up in-game, but it is high table stuff. Otherwise, you guys ended the session having had your meeting with Darius. I don't believe you went and picked up Joe yet, which we do not necessarily have to roleplay unless you'd like to go roleplay picking up Joe from guards.
I mean, I don't know. I think we're all just yeah, we gotta pick up our son from school. I think I don't know. I feel like we're all just kind of feeling like giving him his space right now, since he's going through a big mental and moral change. So I mean, everyone can choose to handle that how they will, but I think Liari is just gonna physically be there for him, but not really try to force any conversation. Because small talk is weird. Small talk's like, hey, how was work? And he's gonna be like, yeah, it was work, you know?
Yeah. No small talk necessarily, for sure.
He's gonna be like, I didn't die today, so that's something. Oh, bud, come on now.
One thing I did forget to bring up in the recap is the fact that you have basically two sets of paddings on the ground in the room here for extra bedding. So that not everybody's sleeping in one big bed.
Right.
Otherwise, today will be a lot of visuals rather than a lot of moving around necessarily. So wherever we want to end up going, I'll pull up the stuff for that. So let's begin with you guys going to pick up Mr. Joe from so you pick him up
School.
Pick him up from school.
Yep.
So as you guys approach, you kind of wait outside for a little bit then. Go ahead and all of you give me another history.
Oh boy. Barnabas! Come on, history. I said I was gonna remember him. Don't make me a liar. Well,
My -1 saved me.
There is, so as you guys are waiting around, there's a multitude of guards that come and go from the guards tower. One of them kind of like gives you guys a look before heading back inside the gilded quarter as you guys wait outside. And a few minutes later, Joe makes his way out. Gives you guys like a small wave, like one of those little like back and forth hands. So you just one, two, and then puts his hand down and walks over. Doesn't really say anything, but he walks with you guys as you make your way back towards the tavern.
Alrighty. Very nice. Yeah, I'll just give him a pat on the shoulder and just say, "Good job today."
Thanks.
That'll be my one contribution. Not the thanks. Oh God, he's breaking my heart.
Apparently, I don't have Barnabas's picture
snack
in here for whatever reason.
Harry's giving him a snack. What kind of snack? What did you bring? Why are you the soccer mom?
What kind of snack?
It's just gonna be like a normal piece of dried fruit.
Give him like a little apricot or something, yeah.
Yeah. A little something sweet to cheer him up.
Where's little Joe? I'm gonna put Joe onto the thing here, but
Joseph.
He looks at you and gives you a very like, it's a bigger smile than you've seen in a good day or so, and he takes the fruit and nibbles on it.
Yippee!
Traumatized Joe. It's just chat personified.
It very well could be. All right, now that we're all here, I'm gonna, we're all having a sit down here. I'm gonna look at Pyrie and I'm just gonna have this honest and open conversation now. Just be like, okay, Pyrie, look, the whole situation the other day with Joe and how that was, some people were after you specifically. They did say that it's because you've been kind of going around talking about your fruits, and that's the biggest tip off. So we do need to stay in town as per the law has directed. Not that we were thinking about leaving anyway, but you're gonna have to stop showing your fruits to people and kind of stop asking about it, because that's how they're finding you. And like, if you want to like, your antlers are a little noticeable, and it has been mentioned that it could be good to wear a hat. That's all I'm saying. But we got to be more careful about it, because that's how that whole thing went down, and Joe was just an unfortunate side effect of that. Sorry about that, bud.
Is going to look so fucking sad and dejected. Just like completely just like, but I'm like, up until this point no one's mentioned her horns or her antlers that she has, and she's just gonna like kind of like go and touch them and be like, I worked really hard on these.
Yeah.
And like get teary-eyed. She's like, but I grew them myself,
and they look great. It's not that, it's just they're so noticeable. And so for the time being, as we're laying low, unless you want the same thing to happen repeatedly, like to continue to happen, I think bare minimum, those are the things that we can be doing to stop people from coming after you. Because you don't know why they're coming after you, and we don't know why they're coming after you. So the best thing that we could do is just, stop talking about the fruit and maybe change the way we look a little bit. And I know you're you're pretty good at changing the way you look. You know, you're good at being a cat and being a sky rat.
She's gonna pout,
okay.
and she's just gonna take her mask, and she's just gonna put her mask on, and then just sit there like a lump.
Like a lump. Joe is looking between Liari and Pyrie, just nibbling on that little apricot. Like, the only way I can really describe this properly is like the parents are having a discussion.
Yeah.
But he's not saying anything.
The adults are talking. It's not a fight. Mommy and Daddy love you. It's just there's some adult things going on in the world that we need to figure out right now.
Pyrie's just pouting behind her mask.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pat your head a little bit. Like, it's okay. We'll get through it. It'll be okay. Also, I think your mask is something that stands out to them too, but I don't want to take everything from you. I'm just saying, these are the things that people have noticed about you. Do with that information what you will. Okay.
So on that.
What a happy nighttime conversation.
What a happy nighttime.
Who wants to count our bag of money?
Yeah, bag of money. Let me think about how I wanted you to roll for it. Because I had a number in mind, but I want to see if you can get a little more. Roll me a d20, one of you.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. In the bag, you find about 900 gold coin.
Wow!
For your indispensable incrimination evidence. Which is something Darius has not been able to get his hands on and has desperately been trying to. So he's very appreciative.
That is 300 apiece.
Yippee!
Yippee!
I'll write that down. Write that down.
Wait,
Wait.
Mr. DM,
Oh,
how
yes.
much of... You didn't tell me a number
When?
for all the shit I sold.
It was 83 gold.
It
He
was
absolutely
83
said
plus your 29. That is not a calculator, that is Spotify.
Huh?
I'm gonna...
I didn't know they had a calculator.
My God.
In grand total, including the now 300 gold you have, you would have 412 gold exactly.
Cheers. Yippee.
Bam. Yippee!
Well then, I have nothing in particular I had left that I wanted to do tonight, except for maybe talk about plans for tomorrow. So I will pose to the group. Liari will pose to the group. Mads, are you thinking about going and seeing Rosina tomorrow?
She did request me, so I feel like I should probably go see what she needs. She probably wants to talk about what's happening with Thornebridge.
Right. And Pyrie, are you gonna go? She wanted to hold the cat again. Pyrie's depressed. It's over.
I'm just gonna be like, we're not gonna probably bring Pyrie. She's been through enough.
Right. That begs the question then, do you want backup? Because I imagine Pyrie's gonna wander off to deal with her leathers and things of that nature.
Probably would be good to have another person.
Yeah.
Just to be safe. I don't think she's up to anything devious, but who knows?
Right. Oh, and that begs the other question that I wanted to ask was, you know how I made copies of all of the documents And I brought up that maybe perhaps you might want to change or omit some information that was in the letter that we were offering her. That could be something we should maybe do tonight or tomorrow morning. So how are you thinking? What do you want to tell her? What do you not want to tell her?
I don't know if we can trust her, but I don't know if not being honest with her is a good choice either.
All right. Well, so in the letter itself, it does mention the enchanted gemstones, which is more in her wheelhouse, because that was the market that she wanted to essentially take from him, right? They're in the jewel market, as it were. So it mentions the jewels and all that stuff, and then it also mentions the living cargo, aka the slaves that they've been dealing with. And it mentions corrupt council members, and Rosina was not on the list of people that we need to be wary of or watch out for that have been paid off, as far as I'm aware. So whether or not you want to let her have that information, because I don't know. I'm on the same page as you of like, we don't know if we can trust her yet. I think that will probably, how I will feel about her will depend on her research into ZV and what ZV was. Yeah, so what are we thinking?
I think at least, we can bring up the points about the stones. Because like you said, that is something that she had knowledge on, so we can maybe get something out of that information. She didn't seem to know anything about slave or human cargo, so we can maybe just omit that part.
Okay. All right. We can do that. Or we can totally just see how she reacts to it once she reads it all for the first time.
Let's bring two. One that's the correct version, and one that's the incorrect one. The one that has
and decide in the moment which one we give. Okay.
Yes.
So I will prepare that. I will make another copy of the note as is, and then I will make a copy of the note that omits the living cargo and corrupt council members. But I will leave the Eternia thing in just in case. We'll see how that goes. So that's notes for me. So we will have two separate ones for tomorrow when we go see the lady.
Okay. So one note with all the information and one note with minimal information.
Yes.
What are you leaving on the minimal one, if I might? Sorry, I was doing a thing.
Yeah, I was writing it. So basically, we're just omitting the two. I believe it's sections 3 and 4. The part about the living cargo and the part about the corrupt counselors. But we were gonna leave in the enchanted jewels, jewelry, and Eternia.
So as long as nothing to do with corruption or living cargo.
Right.
Okay, that's
just
all I need.
Just to see.
All right. Good thinking. There
and then
is...
we'll see.
Sorry. I was gonna say there's not necessarily anything left this evening. So if you guys wanted to sleep for the evening, I think you guys did your long rest. So if once you go agree to just sleep, we'll just move into the morning.
Yeah, I don't think anything happened. So yeah, I'm good.
What are the sleeping arrangements? Liara, you have your own room over here still?
I think I'm actually going to offer, if anyone wants the separate room for tonight, I'm willing to trade for the night.
Fantastic. Mads is gonna take it.
That's what I thought. Yep.
Mads is gonna be extremely grateful and not actually say that.
Not actually say it.
Yeah, all right. I'll keep an eye on these two. You have a good night.
Nyeh.
Look at those little legs! Booking it!
Oh, and I forgot where it is. Wait.
It's to your left.
It's okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
All right. Who gets the bed in the other room?
Who had it before? Was that Joe had it before and then Mads took the floor because Mads didn't want to deal with it?
I took the floor
Maybe.
because Joseph was supposed to get the bed, but then I don't even know where he ended up. I don't know if he ended up on the bed or on the table. But either way, I slept on the floor.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll just say, Joe, you can still have the bed if you want, and then do you want a cuddle buddy or do you want to be alone? That's crazy, bro.
Joe
That's
is.
illness. I wasn't even gonna do anything.
I understand that, but he did not consider that, and he has become very sheepish.
Aw.
Nice job.
What? Listen, skinship is nice for healing. He's going through it. Oh my god, everyone.
It's
Uh-huh.
I'm
Uh-huh.
a nice guy.
Joe just kind of like is very sheepish about the whole thing. He does not say no. You may roll an insight if you want to gauge what he's doing.
Yeah, I sure do. I sure do.
I
'cause
figured you
wasn't-
would, yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Hold on.
I mean, you've spent your time around quite a number of people.
Mm-hmm.
As far as you can gauge, Joe is not interested in that particular fashion, but he does not share beds with people, so it would be different. That's your assumption, anyway.
Okay. What? Burton's trying to fight me. I have never once approached my baby in that way, sir.
Okay, so
All right, I'll sleep on the floor then. That's fine. I just need to.
Joe,
yeah, I'll
Joe gets the
set up
bed. Joe's
Yeah.
gonna take the bed. Lovely.
Yeah, because Pyrie was off in the corner just vibing anyway, and I'll
Okay.
just
I do
be
ask
next
this.
to the bed on a pad.
I do ask things for reasons, but anyway, you three are done for the night. Mads, Mads.
Oh no! Oh, you're gonna get one of my visitors. Oh, I knew you were gonna do it. I knew you were gonna do it. You're so foul. I was trying to be nice.
Jesus Christ.
This
This just means that Anna gets cooked again.
I
Yep.
know.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
And
No,
Max
this
is
is
gonna be super pissed.
no shit. It's in my note. She's gonna visit really late, and then
Yeah,
you gave up the room.
I know. See, I had that possibility in my mind, but I feel bad now that we have the child, and it's like everyone has to have equal responsibility of the child. Like, I gotta take my turn.
Oh,
God
actually.
damn it.
It would be not that roll. It would be this roll.
It's so
Just
over.
stop being so
It's-
responsible with things. The fuck?
All right.
I
So
get yelled at for being
What was
too
that?
horny. I get yelled at for being a nice guy. I don't get it.
this is gonna be excellent. So Mads,
Oh God.
you are
Hmm.
fast asleep. It is the wee hours of the morning, and you hear a door click shut behind
Oh my God.
an individual who is outlined in the very dim lighting coming from the big cave.
Please don't
Before
attack
you
the
have an opportunity to do anything, they have already climbed up on the bottom of the bed. At which
I'm
point,
suffering. I'm
at which
suffering.
point,
I'm
their
suffering.
perception has hit that you are not quite the person they came to see. And they cease their forward motion as you both sort of stare at each other in very dim lighting and realize what has gone wrong.
Mads is gonna say, in the most confused voice. Get off me before I stab you in the throat.
This is the police!
Sexual assault? What do you mean?
This is assault, my dear.
That would be a good idea. My apologies. Yes.
I'm gonna whisper at Haru. Haru, come back.
What? Oh my god.
You were looking for Larry, weren't you?
Yes.
Do yourself a favor, Haru.
No!
Don't go after Larry. Now leave.
I can't even for a moment. It's gonna stare at you for a moment, kind of bewildered. Give like a very, very soft and slight nod. Back out and close the door. That's the end of the evening activities.
This is the funniest timeline we could be in.
I love this timeline.
I need to write this down. Hang on.
You better hope that Larry doesn't fucking find out about it tomorrow. Because otherwise, that conversation with Rosina is going to be so painful for you. Because if you forget, she ships us. And I will lean into it. I swear to God.
Yeah, she does. That's okay. I've wanted to do that since you started interacting with her. I feel so good. Matt's gonna give a big sigh that she didn't have to kill anybody and go back to bed.
I'm dying over here.
This is fantastic.
The funniest and saddest thing, dude. Oh my god.
And left
the disbelief
room quietly. Great. That's in my notes now.
Aw. What depressing notes you have, Mr. DM.
Oh. Damn. That was so good. Anyway, morning finds you all. Pyre and Liari, you do get up earlier as you are only meditating. So if there is a particular thing you'd like to do in the 4 hours prior to Mads' meeting and Joe's guard duties, you may mention that now. Otherwise, we will proceed to that point.
No. Because the only other thing I'm interested in, other than getting this done, is the purple lady, the funny purple lady.
So,
Harry's just gonna kind of get up and go walk, have a little walk around the space.
Walk around the inn.
Oh, we need to take Joe to Worm, probably. Gotta take the baby to school.
About the same time as Mads awakening. What are you looking for? Anything in particular there, Pyre? Or you're just wandering?
I love that.
What is that to decide?
I would say you successfully do that.
I successfully do the thing?
Are you doing okay? Yeah. You successfully do the thing. You are doing the thing.
Cool. Why did my entire screen go black?
Oh, it's because I made you invisible.
Oh.
I'll just leave you there.
That scared me. My whole screen went black and I went, oh.
What does it mean?
Also, the thing that you said to do doesn't work. on my end, it didn't show that it did the thing.
It's you see how it's a different color than like this. When it's blue like that, it'll be a question mark to anybody else except for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now you know. So Pyrie is.
Yeah, that's true. I don't see it.
Pyrie is doing a thing.
Smiles.
Liari is hanging out until it's time. So I will say that morning comes for both Mads and Joe as well. Liari's token is in the space, or not Liari. Pyrie's token is in the space, but Pyrie is no longer here. Just for visual purposes, she's hanging out.
Yeah, okay.
So, Joe kind of wakes up, starts shuffling about, sees that you're hanging out in the room, or are you still like lounging? What did you do this morning? Oh, I guess nothing. Yeah.
Self-care, stretching.
Self-care.
Yeah, thinking about life and my ex. You know, thinking about the conversation ahead and how I'm going to approach that, because obviously we're going to be wearing drastically different clothing.
Right, yeah.
So, kind of...
Joe gets up, stretches for a moment, kind of looks up at you and tries to give you a smile, but it doesn't reach his eyes. Does,
Morning, Joe.
Would you like to get some breakfast, maybe?
Yeah, that sounds great. Let's go.
So you guys make your way out. Mads, you also awaken. Is there anything in particular you would like to do as you exit your room?
Probably like pretty good morning. And we woke up and then meet them outside for breakfast.
For breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you make your way out, make your way to the wonderful bar. You guys are provided breakfast this morning, as you are every morning. It's a pretty substantial meal. You got some potatoes and eggs and all the, well, a solid meatiness, like a ham this morning. So
good old country breakfast.
Country diner breakfast. Joe is mostly picking at his food, though he does eat enough to sustain him.
That's good. I can't wait to see what kind of violence Mad chooses this morning.
Joe kind of like looks up from his food and leans down the bar. And, where's Pyrie?
That's a really good question. Was she in the room when you guys woke up?
You know, I don't think she was, unless she turned into one of those plants that she has potted in there. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm gonna look around then, Mr. DM. I'd like to look and see
sure.
if I know a Pyrie.
Roll a perception.
Yeah. Let's... Probably not.
Well, you take a look around. You kind of look in both of the rooms and all around the inn, and it seems like Pyrie has made their way off somewhere.
Yeah, I think Pyrie's gone. And I'm not that surprised, because considering what we were going to do today, she wants no part of that. So I'm not gonna worry about it for now.
Mr. DM.
Because I wouldn't know how to find her anyway.
Yes.
I have a thought.
What is the thought?
Could I use locate object on Pyrie?
You absolutely can. I do need to look up something for that specifically. But go if you'd like to do it, you may go ahead and cast that.
I'm curious what of hers we even have at this point. Like the mice.
I was thinking of the mask. Because it says like
Did she
describe
leave
or
that?
name an object that is familiar with you. That is familiar to you. So that would be like the item that I would think of.
Do we need the item or just think of an item?
Describe or name an object that is familiar to you.
Oh.
For locate object.
Oh.
Mr. DM, can you check your DMs?
I'm currently
Okay.
checking them.
Oh my god.
Mr. DM.
What is Pyrie doing? Pyrie's
So
off
she doesn't
killing
want us to
people.
know.
Pyrie's off getting fertilizer, and we're gonna be in deep doo-doo. And
There's
it'll
gonna be
fine.
more bounties.
You know what? Even more reason for the cat lady to come back to arrest us. So, yippee!
Yippee! Yeah, okay. You can go ahead and cast it
And
if you
I'm-
like, though. I have determined what happens.
Interesting.
Oh, damn. That's a second level spell. Alright, and you're focusing really hard on the mask, right?
Yes.
Out of curiosity, what material is the mask?
That's a Pyrie question.
I was just saying
Oh,
that's
no,
gonna
no,
be
no, no.
a
Not a Pyrie question. I know, it doesn't matter. I'm more interested if Mads knows.
Oh, I have no clue.
I've seen it up.
I assume that it is.
Pyrie, it could be literally anything.
Yeah, I assume it's like either made of like some sort of leather or
looks like
something.
turnip
of the
boy.
sort.
That's fair. So, Mads, as you focus your magics, you search a huge area around you, but you are unable to find that mask. There's no trace of it whatsoever.
I'm gonna look at the party and yep, she's gone.
What does that mean?
I mean, I tried to find her mask, and I can't find it. So either I don't know enough about it, or she's gone, or not within range.
What is the range of that?
1,000 feet.
Like 1,000. Yep.
Yeah. Me can read it. Larry wouldn't know.
Oh,
All right.
right.
Yeah, that means that she's gone. So, yeah, I don't know.
So, you guys finish up. Joe kind of hops off his stool. Like, I'll head off to work now.
Okay, we can take you.
That's okay. I'll be back tonight. You guys, I'm sure you have things to do.
Okay,
Have
have
a-
a good
Have a
day.
good day. Have a good day, Joe. Be safe.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try. And he's gonna...
Okay. It's so heartbreaking. Send help.
Oh, little Joe. Alright, and you guys are gonna head off to go and meet...
Yep.
Even I forget everybody's name. Rosina.
I keep calling her Scarletta, and I know it's wrong.
Yeah. Rosina.
Rosalia.
Before we go meet her, obviously we're not gonna be in our fancy clothes like we were the last time. I'm gonna take your lead on this one because this is your friend. I'll whatever, however you want to handle this. I figure, do you want to hold on to both the notes, or should one of us hold one and one hold the other, just in case?
Let's have one of us hold one of the notes, just in case.
Okay, so I'll hold on to the one that is missing information, so that if you feel like you don't trust her and you don't want to show her everything, just tell me to hand her the thing.
Okay.
But if you like her, you can hand over yours and it'll be the full copy.
Okay.
Alrighty. And I'm gonna like hold my hand out for a high five.
Amanda's gonna roll her eyes and do a high five.
Yeah, okay. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, and I'll say goodbye to Katrina, who's I can see working here at the bar. It's like, have a good day, Katrina. We'll be back later.
Alright, have fun. You guys make your way out, and you walk out into the city. Passive perceptions. You have a 13 and a 14. That's high enough. As you guys are making your way around the city, there is a bit more. You feel like there's more guards than there usually is roaming about. Some of them are very covered, like covered up. You can't really see them very well. Like, you can't see their faces very well. Which seems kind of strange, but you could roll to see if you could see some more.
I sure would be curious about that. I would want to know specifically what it is they're trying to hide, or if I know what that means.
A perception roll would be excellent.
Perception, okay.
Very nice, very nice. With a 17 and an 18, you two, there is a mixture of types of guards. There are the regular Silversong guards, roaming about, and with each squad, because they seem to be in groups of like 3 to 5, give or take, depending on where you're walking, there always seems to be 1 or 2 slightly covered individuals, and nonchalantly you kind of take a closer look, and these individuals have almost like a glint, like they look kind of dragonborn-y, but there's no tail.
Oh good, more lizard people. This experience is gonna make me racist, I know it. Welcome to D&D.
So you guys make your way near the Gilded Quarter. Let me pull up my description. Just outside the Gilded Quarter, you find the Velvet Cup, which is an exclusive cafe renowned for its opulence and refined atmosphere. The exterior is elegant, featuring tall arched windows framed with gilded wrought iron, and above the entrance, an intricately carved sign displays the cafe's name in calligraphy, surrounded by motifs of steam tendrils and coffee beans. Let me go ahead and send this over to everybody. Inside, the air is perfumed with the aroma of freshly brewed coffee, exotic teas, and delicate pastries. You see plush seating in deep crimson and gold, polished marble tables, and soft lighting, all creating a elegant and intimate ambience. Fancy crystal chandeliers hang from the ceiling, and in the back is a live string quartet that plays music softly, very much making this a upper crust and sophisticated experience. As you guys enter, you are greeted... Huh?
I'm just giggling.
Yeah,
Go on.
as you guys enter, you are greeted by one of the staff members. What did you guys wear today?
I don't own much, but I do think I have a separate set of clothes that is special. It's not going to be fancy, but I think I would put that on just to, I don't know.
I think Mads would have that too. Like, not like the best. It's like that one shirt you pull out once a year.
The fancy.
So it's like a little, yeah, it's like either a little too big or a little too small.
Yeah. I'm going to a fancy restaurant. Let me find my polo. Hang on.
Yeah, basically. It has a collar on it, so you're like, sure, it's good.
Yeah.
As you guys walk up to the door, there is I have you selected for some reason, but the attendant, the staff member begins their welcome to the Velvet Cup. Can I help you?
Hello. My name is Mads. I was told that I would be meeting with Rosianna.
You did just so good. You did so good. It's Rosita. You did great.
Rosita, okay.
Let's go.
Would it be possible to meet with her?
Yes. She's been expecting you. This attendant does not enjoy. Your attire is not quite stunning enough. And it's not really hiding it particularly well. It's right this way and kind of like leads you into the interior. As you walk in, you get all those smells and the pastries and everything. Everything is fresh and clean and polished and opulent. The people here tend to be a lot of well-dressed individuals, like very much like the gala that you went to kind of level of fancy, maybe just like a tone less. So men are still in, suits and ties and proper attire like that. Women tend to have like nice dresses, albeit maybe less formal and more casual is not quite the right word, but semi-casual, I guess. For a normal person like me, this is a black tie affair.
Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, you are led in to one of the fancy corner booths where there is an exceptionally larger chair. It looks like they took part of a bench and just put an end on one side of it and made it into a larger chair for some of their larger patrons. And in this chair is Rosina, who has a number of drinks and plates of fancy pastries strewn about on the table in front of her. As soon as she sees you two approach, she does not stand because that would require much more effort than she's willing to give. But she extends her arms a little bit. Says, "Oh, Mads, a pleasure. Please come sit." And gestures to the chairs on either side of the table.
All right, well, I'll move with the same confidence that I did the day of the gala, which is, whatever.
Performance.
Yep.
Mads is gonna try to put her best, most convincing smile on again, just like the gala.
Performance! Or deception. Hold up. Or deception.
Oh. Can I try again?
You may only try if it's deception, and you must keep the new roll.
Okay. Understood. Okay.
That worked out really well for you.
Wow.
Wasn't in vain.
Wowie wow.
Thank you, Mr. DM.
So, as Liara, you kind of strut in full confidence, and you take a seat, miming the fancy people that you saw at the gala as they kind of like do this weird sitting. I don't know. There's a way that fancy people sit. And Mads, you come up, you sit in the chair next to Rosina and give her the biggest, most unnatural smile to you, but it looks convincing. At which point, she's very happy. She reaches out, grabs your hand, It's so wonderful to see you, Mads, and you too. It was Liari, wasn't it?
Yes, and it is lovely to see you again. I have been looking forward to this chat, and I hope it will be mutually beneficial.
Hopefully.
Mads will pat her hand and just be like, "It is so lovely to see you again. This is an amazing place. I'm so sorry we're so underdressed. It's so immaculate."
Oh yes, it is a fancy place, but of course I only enjoy the best, and this is the best cafe in all of Silversong. Here, you must try it. She starts scooting some of the plates towards you. You must try some of these.
Well, of course.
There's a couple of fancy things. There's like a fancy eclair. There's some fancy like shortbread biscuits, and there's some jams, and they're truffle infused, and there's a whole bunch of really ridiculous stuff. So as she pushes it out, she's like, "So now that we have a moment, you showed me something the other evening, and I've been thinking non-stop about it. Might I see it again?"
Oh, but yes, but what are you quite referring to?
Oh, the letter, my dear. The letter.
Oh, my apologies. And then I'm gonna look over at Liari. Liari, would you pull out the letter?
Sure, I can do that. Also, as a thing, Mr. DM, I'd like to use my free dive the day to connect to Mads, which I probably should have already done, but I'm gonna do it now.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's a D6 still. I don't think that changed with... Since I can't find it, I'm gonna stick with the D6, and then if I find out it's a D8, I will yeah.
I know it ups at some point, but I'm not sure when. But you got 3 hours. So that'll be more than enough for at least this conversation.
Yeah, that's all I need. That's fine. I'm gonna connect to Mads mentally, and then I'm gonna say, remember to ask about the ZV as well, which was the person they were looking into for us. And then I'll hand over the letter with a smile and say, yes, this was the letter that we discovered about him and his suspicious dealings. And I hand over the less well done missing some information
note. Okay.
Yeah.
So you grab the letter and hand it to Rosina. To be clear, the letter that you showed Rosina, I realized that I should have maybe mentioned that because it just occurred to me. You showed her just the letter between Thornebridge and ZV.
Yes.
Prior.
Mm-hmm.
Are you giving her all of the information that was in the ledger minus what you said? Like full send, you're giving her all the info, or just the note?
I've only handed her I didn't even bring the ledger with me.
Okay. My apologies.
Well, I guess technically it's in my sack, but like,
hey yo,
it's in my inventory, but I was
omitting corruption and living cargo. Okay, my bad.
I didn't think she was going to be a part of that, so I did not bring it. Or did not think to even include her in that information, really. But the letter seemed relevant.
Yeah.
To her and her goals.
So you hand the letter over to Rosina, who takes it and eagerly, firstly, before she takes it, she kind of wipes her hand off on what is a very fancy, albeit less fancy dress than what she wore at the gala, but still fancy. Just kind of wipes her hands off real quick, and then takes the letter and looks at it. She reads it really closely. And I also am going to pull up the letter on my end so I can see it. But it's like, oh, this is excellent. And where did you say you obtained this note?
Oh, he really was just so careless. And and I just found it. So
That
Just
is
a very
rather,
lucky circumstance.
rather convenient.
yeah, I
Pull
thought
that
so
out.
too. And I was shocked to discover what was in it. The only blank that was drawn for me was ZV, of course, as we discussed.
Indeed.
Did you make any,
Do you, I remember last time we spoke that you would be doing some investigating on this ZV. Did that end up to be prosperous?
I was able to connect one individual with the same initials, but I don't know much more than that. I asked around a little bit, and apparently there is someone named Zaresh Vajik. They're an emissary in Stoneguard from Eternia, which seems strange. I wasn't entirely aware it was inhabited.
That is very strange.
it would line up with the fact that Eternia is mentioned here in the letter, which I also thought suspicious at the time.
Hmm.
What could they mean by that, and by Eternia is watching your efforts?
I'm gonna mentally reach out to Mads to maybe try and press further on the point that because Stoneguard is the main hub for slavery in the Echoing Isles, which I know I would know. I don't know if Mads knows. I suspect Mads knows, but I'm just gonna say maybe press further to try and see how Rosina feels about that particular lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. Mads will agree mentally. Kind of look over at Rosina and just, Rosina, I have a rather obtuse question to ask you, but it's very important to me.
Oh, of course, anything.
You see, we think that this person may be dealing with slave trade and slavery, and I would just really love to know your stance on this. And how you feel about slavery here in the Echoing Isles.
Well, as you know, at least I suppose you might not actually, Silver Song looks very down on anyone participating in the slave trade. It is not technically illegal to purchase such goods, or use slaves for labor or other things, but there has been quite a push in Silver Song and its surrounding cities and towns to do away with slavery. I personally find it abhorrent that anyone would be enslaved.
Yes, I feel the same way.
Of course. So
Mads
that
gonna
makes it even
testify.
more concerning that this person has ties in a particular area where they may not feel the same.
Sorry, ask that one more time.
It wasn't a question. I just
Oh.
say it's even more concerning that this person that you looked into has ties with the area that may not feel the same. Is basically how I
Got it, yeah. Well, there's quite a bit that goes around about slavery. I know at some point there was some sort of law being put into place to prevent it here, but I'm not sure what came of that. Obviously, it was never put into place.
It seems so, but I'm happy to know your stance. Thank you for answering my question.
Of course. I'm happy to have someone who shares my point of view. Now, we also discussed perhaps getting you into some jewelry. Was that still something?
Oh, and Mads is gonna get real shy because they forgot about that. We don't need to do that. I just appreciate your kindness and generosity.
Well, speak for yourself. I was kind of looking forward to getting educated by an expert in the field.
Oh, yes, the best in the field, believe me. I've been at the top of the game for years until Thornebridge.
And it appears he got that way through not so honest means.
Perhaps. Let's see. She takes a moment, kind of reads the note again, and looks at you two. And there's no other information that perhaps you've omitted telling me?
Mads is gonna mentally check in with Larry. Just be like, should we tell her?
I'm getting good vibes from her. Can I do an insight check just to see how I feel about how she was speaking? Like, if I think she was being truthful about how she felt about slavery and all that?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an insight. I'll give you that. Maz, you're welcome to do the same if you'd like.
Okay.
All right. Mads, this lady has just a heck of a voice, and it grinds you, like it hurts your brain. Liari, you've been around many people in the fancy peoples from time to time due to your backstory. You are able to gauge that while she is rather pompous, she is being truthful about her position on slavery. With a 19, you are also very sure she suspects you're not being completely honest with her.
Okay. Then I'm going to put that information towards Mads and say, I do believe her when she says that she is very anti-slavery. I think she's getting suspicious of the fact that we might be holding back. So however you want to play this, I don't see a problem with being fully honest at this point.
Mads is gonna acknowledge and then just look over at, I keep forgetting her name.
Rosina,
thank you. I almost said Rosaria.
Oh, true.
That's a Genshin character. I look at Rosina and just kind of chuckle a little. Nothing gets past you, huh, Rosina? You're as smart as a whip. And I'm gonna take out the actual letter and be like, I had to know your stance on the subject matter before I could give you the remainder of this information.
Of course, I completely understand. She takes the letter and reads over this one. Okay. Living cargo. So he was dealing in slaves. And council members? Interesting. And she kind of like sits there and kind of absorbs this, and it looks like she's thinking very hard about it. As she kind of sits there for a moment, she folds up the letter and kind of puts it into the dress. I'm going to put out a little bit of my feelers and see perhaps which members might be questionable. I have connections with one of the council members directly, Lorik Stonewarf. They're they're a member of the council. They're actually the trade representative, and they do most of the imports and exports for the city, allowing them in and out. That might... I would be very concerned if such a prominent member of our governing body is consorting with slavers.
I think at this point, I will take her hand the way Mads does and look her straight in the eye and just say, I think it is wise to stick out your feelers, but do so with caution, because that direct correspondent that you may want to reach out to, if I were going to do salacious, that's not the word that I'm going for, illicit things. If I were to do illicit things, that would be the number one person on my list to pay off. Now, I don't believe in any of these things that they're doing, but if you were to go to them directly, that may put a target on your back. So while you put out feelers, just be mindful and be careful lest something should go wrong. Everyone's on high alert right now. And then I will let go of her hand and relax.
I truly appreciate your concern, and it's good to know that we have such a strong kinship between us. And now, I'm so excited, but I dare say I don't see Pyrie, and I was ever so much looking forward to seeing her. Tell me she's just in one of your bags, perhaps.
I'm sad to say that Pyrie is, at home right now. She is not feeling super well. So we felt it best to leave her at home.
I see. Well, perhaps next time.
Yeah, next time for sure. Winks at the pretty lady. I don't know why I'm like this. God.
So, in any case, I will definitely speak with Lorik and see carefully what I can discern, and I will contact you. You said you were staying at, what was it again? The Ore and Ale? How quaint.
Yes, it's a lovely little place. You should stop by sometime if you ever are in the area.
Lovely, absolutely I will. So as you... All right. As you two begin to kind of scoot out to make your leave, you hear Rosina kind of look down and scream, blood-curdling, "Ah!" as there is a rat covered in some kind of sticky-looking jelly climbing up her dress before making it onto the chair and trying to make its way to your bag.
Whose bag?
To whichever one of your bags. We'll go ahead and say Liari's bag.
What the?
There's a big
Mr. DM,
strawberry
I would like
rat
to perceive if this rat looks familiar to me in any way, shape, or form.
With a 13 perception, the rat has a tiny little collar on. You can barely see it through all of the jelly, but it is there, and you recognize exactly who that collar belongs, like what that collar belongs to, who it belongs to.
All right, mentally, I'm gonna shoot it over to Mads that I think this is Pyrie, and I'm gonna scoop the thing.
The blood-curdling scream brought people over.
Mm-hmm.
Staff members have... Sorry, go ahead.
Sunny's just having fun over there in her corner. I'm gonna scoop it up and I'm gonna say, "Oh, I got you, you little creature. All right, Rosie, don't worry. I will take you outside. I will deal with this." And then I'm gonna get up.
Oh, heavens! And the staff is all chasing, running around. Patrons are screaming. Many of them are up on their chairs, freaking out, not sure exactly what's happening. And then they watch as you run with a strawberry-covered rat, like a jelly-covered rat, outside. Mads, did you walk out or did you run out?
Matt's is gonna walk out and just be like, "Oh my god."
Liara, you don't really have to deal with this as you're running out with a rat. But Mads, as you're walking out, you are getting quite a number of glares from the staff members that aren't confused. Like, you just a lot of glares.
Matt's gonna smile at him.
It seems unnerving and some of them flinch. So as you guys make your way out of the shop, I'll say you go a little ways away so you're not like out in front of it.
Yeah.
You have a strawberry rat.
I'm just gonna go ahead and keep walking with a good grip on the rat. Not crushing it, just grips rat.
Grips rat.
And I'm just gonna be like... I haven't connected to Pyrie, but I'm just gonna say, like... Pyrie, what the hell? What was that? Oh my god.
In response, Pyrie simply burps really loud for a rat.
What
did you find? Oh, okay. You had your fun. We had a productive conversation. We're gonna go. Are you gonna stay like that the whole time, or what's the deal here? Is this just rat time? Oh, like take her over to an alley just in case she wants to not be rat anymore and give her the option.
So you guys make your way into an alley. Do you maintain your ratness?
Yes.
Okay. The
Priority
rat stays a
simply
rat.
squeaks. Yes, the rat stays a rat. Harry's just going to squeak a lot at Larry.
Alrighty. At that point, is Mads here with us as well? Did Mads keep up?
Yeah, I would say Mads is with you as well.
Alrighty, then I'm gonna recast it and I'll use one of my things.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the...
Dink.
You got 2 hours.
Yep, fair enough. So I connect all three of us and I would be like, you know what, Pyrie, I'll give you points, because I sure did say to, hide your horns if you're going outside. Good job.
Good job.
Good job.
She's just gonna sound very lethargic at this point because she just ate an entire strawberry tart to her tiny rat self and just be like, I found strawberry.
Okay.
She is
It
a
looked
fat,
like it
happy
was
rat.
good. Was it a good strawberry?
Yes.
Okay.
She's just gonna start licking herself with all the jelly and jam that's on her now.
Amazing. Along with that tart, don't forget to hydrate as we've been hydrated. Thank you for the hydrate.
Simply jelly.
Yippee!
Yippee! So,
I don't think we ever did our small thingy, unless we did and you didn't say it.
small thingy.
Small
the
treasure.
treasure at the beginning.
Oh, no, I did roll for it and then I forgot about it.
Amazing.
But I will say, let's check. Well, that's unhelpful. That is unhelpful. I rolled
Stop
2
being
4s in a
unhelpful.
row.
Awesome.
Mads, you found a wooden ring. It has basically no value, but it looks nice and it's carved well.
Cool. I'm putting that sucker on.
Make sure to mark you that you have a wooden ring in your inventory.
Okay.
Where'd you put it on?
My finger.
Which one? You only got one?
One
What are you
finger?
talking about? It's a ring.
Uh-huh.
They go on fingers.
Yeah.
I have 5 of them on 2 hands.
You only have 5 fingers?
On
Five
2
on each.
hands.
Why is this the hardest question to answer? I asked which finger.
Oh, you didn't ask that.
You made it sound like she only had one finger, or like
I
she was
asked if
going
she
to put
only
it on
had one.
something else.
Yeah, you said. I don't know.
All
Depends
right.
on how big the ring is. If the ring's super big, it's going on my thumb. If it's really tiny, then we can maybe put it on a normal one. But I'm just gonna assume it's going on the thumb.
There you go. Perfect thumb-sized ring for you.
Perfect.
Now, as you guys make your way through town, you do see, with your guys' stuff, because you have to generally go through the town center in order to get back to the Oran Ale, which I presume is where you're headed. You do see that there are many stalls being put up and some amount of decorations being put up in preparation for what looks to be maybe some kind of festival.
Yippee.
But otherwise, you can make your way back to
Can I
the
look
Oran
to see
Ale.
if I see Haru anywhere?
Roll perception.
Just in case. I don't know.
As you look around, you do not see Haru. Actually, I need to check something. Hang on. You do, however, as you look around on your way back, you do see her second, Marcus, making his way around the city with an entourage of guards with him.
In a suspicious way or in like a super normal way?
I mean, they have... All the guards in the city have been increased patrols, so there's more guards per capita than you are used to seeing here. So I guess it's about as out of the norm as the increasing guard patrols. Which is to say, as weird as you think it is.
Okay. I only asked that because I know specifically he's one of the guys that has been bought off and I don't like him.
Valid.
Yeah, so if he's behaving a type of way, I might divert, but I'll let it go. If it looks like he's just doing his job normal, then I'm like, whatever.
That doesn't necessarily look like he's doing anything out of the ordinary, but I mean, he's doing a patrol of some kind, maybe. Hard to gauge, really.
Sure. Yeah. All right. I'll let it go. Yeah, we can go back.
As a point of interest, you have a meeting with Aradia tomorrow. So unless you have something specific you all would like to accomplish today, we can, for brevity, we can move forward with that and resolve anything and then move to the next day.
We got a basketball game tomorrow. I'm probably good. I might chat up Katrina. I'm not trying to go too far or get myself too entangled in anything.
Yeah.
My number one thing is get Joe to and from work and meet the people I need to meet at this particular moment in time. So I think that's me. What are y'all doing?
Mads is tired because they had to try to be nice all day and they did not like it. So they're going back home and they're going to eat and they're going to pray and hope that no one comes into the room again.
Are you taking the solo room again?
I'm thinking about it.
What the?
I think we might have to discuss that though.
We'd be taking turns with Joseph.
Jesus Christ.
Don't dare you
Harry
talk about our son
still
like that.
licking off all the jelly. Is very sticky rat.
Okay. So we have jelly licking, we have a conversation about who gets the single room. Liari wants to discuss with Katrina about something specific.
Oh, just hit her up like normal.
Okay.
Schmooze her, chat her up.
I got you.
Make her feel the love. Appreciate her, dote on her.
Give me
Yeah.
charisma.
Just straight up.
Give me charisma with advantage because you have a rapport.
Yo.
All right. You have a very successful chat up,
Yeah.
and when evening comes, you could have a friendly encounter. Provided you had a
Mads,
space
I'm
to
gonna
do
need
that.
my room back. It's your turn with Joe tonight. And we'll talk again tomorrow. I need my room back.
Matt's just gonna roll her eyes. Whatever.
Moves on.
We got a basketball game tomorrow.
Okay, so you guys go pick up Joe. Pyrie, at what point do you not be a rat? Or do you just hang out as a rat? Vibing as a rat.
Form is nice.
Got it.
Yep.
Pyrie maintains rat form. You can even cuddle with your
who's
family of
holding me?
mice.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Did Larry put me down at any point in time? Because I was being gripped.
That's true. At some point,
I would probably
imagine.
Yeah, I would soften my grip when we get back here. Specifically, I would let you go at some point in the room.
Wait, in your room?
No, in your room.
Oh, in my room.
With your plants. Maybe I set you down on your plants, because you like your plants.
I can deal with that.
Piper's hanging out on her plants. Joe has made their way in. I need to roll something for Joe. Joe has opted to take one of the ground cushioned areas for sleeping. But when he does see you all, he just, generally says hi very softly and goes about not doing much. Mads, may I have a D100?
Yes. Wow.
Good shit.
Let me find a thing here.
I need to look through my inventory because I might try to whittle like something for Joseph. I don't know if I even have like whittling wood, which is why I'm like I'll stab something.
All right, Mads.
Yeesh.
As you sit down for or kneel for your evening prayer, you find yourself wandering amidst a very old orchard. A familiar one. You've seen this before. The orchard was probably very glorious when it was maintained, but now it lies in disrepair, bathed in a very faint moonlight that seems to very barely pierce through a dense canopy of overhead palms. The trees bear strange fruit, similar to the ones that you have now seen Hyrie produce, except these are actual fruit and not dried. And each of their faces are contorted or pained in silent screams or twisted in fear, which is similar but not the same as what you've seen Hyrie produce with the dried fruit. You continue to wander through the grove. The silence envelops you. It's eerie. It's made even more palpable by many of the trees either destroyed, toppled, or completely bare of any life. Please roll perception. As you look deeper through a very dense fog, you can just make out a pair of eyes glowing through this mist, this fog. You can't really discern any particular features about it, except that they're filled with a malice, and they are staring directly at you. And it's this moment, as they lock eyes with you, that you are pulled out of this vision, and you find yourself kneeling in the safety of your room at the Orenale.
Well,
So anyway,
I'm gonna. Can I like use perception to like write that down? Like perception to look for something to write for, with, so I can write that down.
You could just write it.
Okay.
Yeah, let me.
Surely there's a notepad on the desk
Yeah.
for free in this establishment.
We're gonna snatch that, put it in our bag, and write it down.
Because I sure did use it to make copies of documents for the past 2 days. Yippee.
Yippee!
Woohoo!
What up?
There's that.
Scary vision.
Oh, thank you. I was just writing that down.
No, I figured it might be more helpful.
That was awesome. Mine was way more bare bones.
I thought you might like to have information, you know.
Thank you. Mr.
There are
Lee.
some things in there that I expanded on in my talking that aren't in the notes. So things like it's, you know, similar to the ones you've seen, but that's not in that paragraph. So be aware of that.
Okay.
Now, Liari.
Yeah.
You have a little friend come over.
Yippee.
Yippee!
Hello, friend.
Are you repeating your stealing ways here?
Yeah. Of
Do it.
course.
All right, go ahead and give me a. I think we did charisma for the activity, and a sleight of hand for the thieving.
I think it was
of
acrobatics.
panties.
Acrobatics.
Oh, acrobatics.
and
You're right. It was acrobatics because acrobatics. Yo.
She's walking crazy tomorrow.
Jesus Christ.
The way you have a plus 10.
Yeah, I sure do.
Holy shit.
She's very skilled.
Uh-huh.
So things happened behind the closed doors, fade to black. It went really well with that nat 20. It will be a.
Yo, people probably heard that though.
Yeah, no, that is not a. That was. It's not like it's a sealed room, guys.
Hands, Anna, hands? What does that mean, hands? Why are you inspiring hands? What does that mean?
Sleight of hand.
Hand
Sleight
check.
of hand, because you got to steal.
Yeah. So in case I flub this,
In case you flub it, you got
I
inspiration,
did not
but
flub it. In case I crit, what do I accidentally find 2 panties? Like,
He's wearing 2 pairs.
you do get it. Go ahead and give that an advantage roll. Yeah. Beautiful. You are easily able to procure those.
yeah.
It's like
That's
they
your
just
best
got
one.
lost. Maybe they went over the wall into the depths of the cavern there. No one knows necessarily. So that went really well.
Sure did. That's my first ×2 on a panty, by the way.
Yo, that is actually.
Mm-hmm.
Feels deserved with that crit 20 though.
Oh yeah. She just handed me the panties. Anyways.
I mean, maybe. But Pyrie, is there anything you would like to do the evening?
At this point, I'm gonna say that she's successfully licked herself clean of jelly in rat form. Has Joe noticed that I'm a rat?
Great question.
I just thought of this.
Joe has not noticed you are a rat.
Mm-hmm.
Please
What
don't
is
scare
Joe
the
doing right now?
contemplating life. Sunny.
Yeah, Joe is just kind of sitting, occasionally looking over at Mads and kind of like looking around the space, kind of looking at the mice. He's not really actively doing anything. It's more like he's observing. He seems like he's contemplating, as he has been for quite some time now.
Fantastic. If he's just gonna like be observing the mice, Briar's gonna kind of crawl her little butt to the mice and just kind of snuggle in with them as like the big fluffy rat. Teehee, haha.
Let me see.
No stealth required. Not being stealthy.
You're just walking up and cuddling with him.
Yep. Rat, mice, cuddle.
He kind of looks at you and kind of tilts his head. He doesn't really make much movement. You do see that he sees the collar as you kind of make your way up onto his like lap. And he just kind of like leans against the wall and kind of holds you and like does a little pet and just kind of sits.
Let's go.
Doesn't say anything.
Rat cuddles.
So
I've finally been accepted in my true form.
So as you two kind of, I would say that he probably maintains the cuddle for the entirety of the evening. He is enjoying the companionship.
Let's go.
So with that, the evening comes and the evening goes. Nobody... Actually, Mads, you should take... No, everybody take a long rest. Just flat take it. Regardless of activity.
That's fair.
And then...
Get my haha funny psionic die back.
Haha funny.
Yeah, the haha funny. Which, by the way, I did just type it in there a while back, but it is a D8 now for all things that are psionic die, not just the bolstered.
That's okay. I don't think we've gone over the 8 hours yet, but...
No, I didn't, yeah.
But it's good to know for future stuff, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I actually think this is a really good point to take our break.
Yeah.
So...
Go pizza.
Liari.
Get a snack. Mr. DM, I'd like to roll to steal your panties because I finished my dinner before we even started session today.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you. Please roll.
I had spaghetti.
It was delicious.
It was so good.
It would have been so cool if that was a 20, though.
That's okay.
But, on that note, everybody. Oh, shit.
Oh, no, you're down another mod.
Oh, man, that's 2 mods in one day. God damn.
Sucker.
You're gonna have nefarious people in your streams.
The mods are the nefarious people. What do you mean?
That's true. The most harassment any streamer will ever get is from their own mods. It's true. Truth.
In any case, thank you, everybody. We will be back here in about 10 minutes, give or take. Don't go anywhere. Go get yourself a beverage, refill your tea, grab a snack, and come back for the second half of exciting activities at night.
Yippee.
Yippee.
Remember, you are lube.
And I can't do the things.
No, you did a good job.
I'm trying. But thank you so much for the raid. Playing Rivals, I hope that went well.
From what I understand, he lost every single game.
Oh.
That's how it goes.
Well. Yeah, I got nothing. That sucks.
He's on like a 15-game lose streak or something.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, buddy.
That's rough. Well, welcome in.
rough,
Hopefully
buddy.
you'll get some level of entertainment from here that will bring you joy.
Well, Anna just, got laid, so it's all downhill from here. I'm sure that'll bring
I was
you
gonna
joy.
say, if anything, Bleach would have loved the situation that happened earlier with Mads.
Oh man, that shit was great.
Just to
True.
recap it,
Very true.
I offered Mads my solo room so that we could take turns being the ones to like watch Joe. And the hot cat lady captain that I've had my eyes on since we got to town, by the way, finally visited me. But it was Mads, and Mads told her to, first of all, get off before she gets stabbed, and second of all, to not fuck with me, like, at all. I was like, oh. That's so depressing.
That shit was so good. I am absolutely gonna go cut that out because I just want it for myself. I don't think it'll make it inherently a reel, but like I just want that to be in the memes. In the memes section here.
Oh no.
Didn't went 5 games winning and then lost and called it. That's solid. We don't count that last game, you know? That was just 5 wins in a row and you called it. Good job. But on that note, let's get back into it, shall we?
It's time. It's time to go visit the hot purple lady. Aradia.
So, Aradia Duskshade. But before anybody moves,
Oh, Lord.
I had some time to
I don't want
plan
anyone to do
things.
Nobody move! Oh no.
Although, planned this whole interaction did not make token, so that's fine. Alright.
Please, hot cat lady. Please, hot cat lady. That's not a hot cat lady. Booms you.
Liari.
Uh-huh.
I would say you probably are finishing up your meditation as you had a late night.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And it is quite early in the morning. Bakers get up and start baking their goods, at like 4 in the morning for that 6 a.m. rush, right? So you hear a doof, doof, doof on your door. And oh, Liari, are you there?
When you say baker, am I now dealing with the situation? Do I recognize the accent, by the way?
Oh, you can tell right off the bat that it's probably Bane.
Interesting.
You hear the knock again. Doof, doof, doof.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay, so you said this is after my meditation.
I would assume that. Well, let me be clear. Katrina is still here, just sleeping.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. I see that. Cool. I'm gonna slip outside the door then. I'm just gonna real quick just swoop. Swoop. Swoop.
Smooth.
Hi, good morning.
Oh, good morning. I bring you a little something. And she holds a little box with like a baker's dozen of pastries. There's a little bit of like flour dusting on her as she gives you the box.
Wow. Aw. This is so great. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, no, I just wanted to come by and drop this off before I started work, and just thinking about you. Maybe you come by the shop later.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, I heard that there's a festival going on in a few days. What were your plans with that?
All right, the festival. Yeah, it's the Festival of First Light. It's supposed to take place in a couple of days from now. I mean, it's a really big draw for people, but I don't really have any plans. Just kind of like looks up.
Are you working that day, or is there a possibility that I might get to accompany you for this festival?
That's the wrong.
So you might show me around and show me the proper way to celebrate.
All right. You know, maybe I'll close the shop early that day. Liari, you do hear some rustling happening in your room.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna say thank you again so much for these wonderful treats. And I will absolutely stop by later and we can discuss the festival more.
Oh, that'd be great. I'll look forward to it. And she turns and heads out, kind of giving like that little backwards glance.
Cool. I'm gonna slip back in here and notice she's awake and say good morning as I set the pastries on the table. Would you like one of these? I believe they're fresh.
Oh, did you? You got breakfast, did you?
Yeah.
You
know I got up
that
first. You sure do, but you deserve a break every once in a while. This is so hard. It's so hard to be trash.
She'll let me see. Let me see. Obliviously gives you a little squeeze, grabs a pastry, and says goodbye for the morning.
What did she squeeze?
Whatever you think.
Okay. Cool. Well, that went well.
So.
Anyway, I'm gonna take the rest of these and head over to the other room. I can't...
Hyrie.
Taking these pastries.
Before you enter the room, Hyrie.
Uh-huh.
Hyrie.
Yes.
Joe seems to be sleeping. His grip on you has tightened a little bit, not painfully or anything, but he seems to be having some kind of a nightmare. And you are awakened from your meditative stays.
I don't know what to do. I'm still a rat, aren't I?
Yes. I don't think you have to change back, yeah?
I have no idea. I don't know how that works.
Oh, yeah, you stay in that form a number of hours equal to half your druid level, or until you use it again. So technically, you can maintain rat form for 2.5 hours.
Cool. Okay,
so
you
we're
aren't
gonna say at this point,
I am a human. Okay, so I guess we're just cuddling Joe, and he's, I don't know, we'll say gripping my arm.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
In which case, I feel like Pyre's gonna, like, mildly be panicking, like, internally, but just, like, cuddles Joe and, like, does the, like, pets his head kind of thing. Be like, there.
There.
And like tries to soothe him to the best of her abilities.
Trying to think of what that would be. You know what? Give me a wisdom check, because I think that... I think that
Hear
tracks.
thought. Wisdom?
Wisdom check, yeah.
Okay.
As Joe snaps awake and furtively glances around the room, he does not loosen his grip on your arm when he realizes that you're kind of like laying next to him. But you patting him on the head and just kind of like calming him down a little bit seems to work. And he relaxes just a little bit and like takes some deep breaths.
I'm officially chose support animal.
You have an 18 passive perception. That's the DC. Good shit. It's a little cold in the area. Just a very small area. Centered around Joe. That is all.
Please hold. I'm having a couple of different thoughts that go in a couple of different ways, and I need to see first.
Gotta think about it.
I gotta think about it.
While you're considering.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, I don't have anything while you're considering. At this point, I would say, even though you're considering,
Yes.
you hear Liari, or at least someone approaching from outside the door.
Okay. Pyre's gonna attempt to reach for a blanket or some type of additional covering for the Joseph from where she is without, like, disrupting him.
I would say you have plenty of random pillows and blankets about, considering you just have a random assortment of padding.
True. She's just gonna kind of, like, you know, the mom tuck, and, like, kind of haphazardly puts the blanket on him
as best you
and
can.
tucks. Yeah.
Joe is fully awake, however, and just kind of like allows this to happen and just kind of like sits there, just kind of chilling. Still a very soft, light smile before it kind of disappears, and he gets that far away look in his eye again.
The depression is gripping this man. Holy shit. and we knock, knock, knock. Good morning. I brought breakfast. Who likes fresh pastries from our favorite baker? And I put it on the table.
On the table. Joe,
and I'm gonna take one and eat it.
It seems to be some kind of passion fruit-esque flaky croissant.
I'm feeling the passion. So true.
Joe does see the pastries, and he follows the box as it lands on the table. Like his eyes follow it.
Harry's going to...
You want one, Joseph? Come on over. Come have one.
Pyre's gonna be like, kind of reach up and grab 2, and then hand 1 to Joseph, so he does not have to move from snuggly spot.
Okay. Joseph accepts the pastry in his little tucky blanket, like he untucks one arm to take it, and seems genuinely happy for the moment as he eats the pastry.
Okay, we're making progress.
Nice.
+1 Joe point, let's go.
So, to remind the players, this morning you have a meeting with Aradia.
Yes. I sure am looking forward to that. So true.
Uh-huh.
That is all. We can head straight over there. You can drop Mr. Joseph off at guards.
Perfect.
Great. You guys head over to guards.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a history
I'll make
roll.
sure.
Jesus Christ.
Barnabas! Yeah! Barnabas!
Oh my god.
Give me Barnabas.
When you have a -1.
You guys are doing
Same.
so good. Liari, you're staring as you watch Joe walk into the guard shack tower. The guards posted outside the Gilded Quarter. It's the same rotation of people, and there's this one, and just you've had your finger on this one. Like, it's hard to tell. It's like you've seen him before. Oh my god, it's Barnabas. And he gives you a bit of a squinty eye, and then heads into the guardhouse behind Joseph.
I'll just poke the others and be like, guys, it's Barnabas. That's crazy. I can't believe he still works here. It's been, what, a couple of days?
Jesus.
Anyway, it's time to go meet up with Aradia.
Yep.
Okay. Notes. Great. Okay. So you guys make your way. Let me pull this up here.
I did bring my information that we gave to, like, my copy of the information that we gave to Darius, though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to give it away necessarily, but I have it on me.
Okay. So as you guys head off, you leave the Gilded Quarters area. Like, there's that first ring of residential houses around the actual Gilded Quarter that are very fancy, albeit not mansions. And you continue making your way into a more reasonable but still affluent neighborhood.
The upper middle class.
Yeah, like well off, but not lavish. You make your way to a smaller home, like a reasonably sized one. We'll call it, upper middle class. Yeah, so it looks to be probably, if you had to guess from the outside, a couple bedroom house. Has a nice like little flower garden kind of growing on the outside. There's a small fence with a small kind of vines trailing along the edges, and a little wrought iron gate that you can enter in and walk up some stone pebble steps up to the main door. The house itself is kind of a darker timber with kind of like a white plaster sort of look. But it's all very well crafted, albeit not like opulent materials. It's just regular stuff that you would find around, not imported or anything fancy. So, I assume you guys just head straight up to the door and knock on it, or do you do anything else?
I mean, I'll take a look around because of the increased patrols, and in general, I would look to... I'm like 90% trusting, but I'm never going to be all the way there, so I always check for ambush.
That's fair. Perception from you and anyone else who wants to check for that.
I'll do general perception.
You got it. Nice.
I'll also do one too. Although it's
Liari and Mads, you guys look around and it's, I mean, there's guards about. This is not necessarily like overflowing with guards, but there's still some around. Hyri, you look around, there are quite a number of guards. Like, yes, there's more than normal, and some of them do seem to be kind of glancing at your position. And you guys have sort of stopped outside the gates of that particular house. Maybe not stopped, but you're heading towards it.
I'm just gonna like awkwardly like tug on Larry's shoulder, on like Larry's arm.
Yeah.
Larry, there's people watching us.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna cast my whisper thing, so that we're mentally connected for an hour. Wow,
Nice.
that's so fun. Good freebie, I think. Really nice. Okay, mentally, I'm gonna probe further and just say, "What do you mean? There's people watching us?"
There's other guards that are around that are observing us? Question mark.
Makes me uncomfortable. I mean, we haven't done anything wrong. Does it look like they're closing in on our position, or is it more like they're just looking at us because they're looking at everyone?
No, they seem to be looking at us.
Mm-hmm. Are you guys walking and talking, or are you stopping and talking?
We're mentally talking, aren't we, and walking?
Yeah. So to make sure. You're about to pass by the house.
Pass by the house? I thought we were heading towards the house.
You were heading towards the house. Now you're getting close to it.
Alright. I don't know. I say we go anyway.
Let's do it. Let's go in.
We were invited here. We're
leave.
meant to be here. We're not being weird. It's fine. We just go. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Walk up to the door and knock on it?
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, this should be fun.
Why? What does it mean?
Let me, Bap. Bap. So, as you guys are waiting at the door, the guards continue walking by. They don't really seem to pay you too much more mind. Just, you're not dressed quite like civilians. And that's why they seem to be giving you an eye, maybe. But the door opens and Aradia is standing there dressed very business casually, as is the picture. Purple-skinned tiefling. She has some glowing yellow eyes and sort of almost ram horns, except they're curled inwards a bit. She has a spade tail as well. Says, "Oh, wonderful! I've been waiting for you." Please,
Yeah, hi.
come in.
Yes, please. There's a lot of eyes around. I'd love to come in.
As you
Fire's
walk,
gonna awkwardly make sparkly eyes at the pretty horn and tail.
oh, hang on.
Interesting.
That is all.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yep,
Do I notice that?
you can.
Mr. Ch-
Are you hiding it? Is my question.
Not
or are
really.
you like?
I like to think that Pyre's behind Larry and Mads because she was following in tow with them. She is not leading, so she would be behind them this whole time.
I would say it's not an outstanding thing that happened, so maybe not. Aradia also doesn't notice either.
Oh god. No.
She welcomes you all in and leads you to kind of a room on the side that seems to be specifically for like sitting down and meeting with people. There are a couple of couches, a little coffee table in the center. I don't have a good picture of that, but you can imagine it. As she sits down, she goes away for a minute, comes back with a whole tea set, and begins pouring tea for everybody. Says, "I appreciate that you made your way here. I don't think we've officially been acquainted, though I have seen you." And she's gonna look at Layari.
Yeah, it is good to see you again under more favorable circumstances.
I apologize that I couldn't meet with you sooner. There have been quite a bit of situations arising due to Ulrich's missingness, which I must ask you, and I assume you will be truthful. Did you have anything to do with his disappearance?
No, I was gonna ask you.
Ah, that is
I left
concerning.
him perfectly fine.
I see.
Yeah, we finished our chat that we were having, that you happened to. Thank you for the save there, by the way. That could have been unfortunate, so I appreciate you diverting that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we finished our chat, and I've got the rest of the information that I was tasked to find, and then we left, and I let someone know to go get him. I'm assuming that didn't happen, or his own people hate him.
He has many people in his pockets, so it is hard to believe that they would allow him to disappear. It's a source of income that I don't think many would be willing to give up. My apologies, by the way. My name is Aradia, just Duskshade. And I understand you three are... I think one of you is Liari.
Be me. And then over here we have Mads and Pyre, and I will point to them accordingly.
She stands up and reaches a hand out to shake each of your hands in turn.
Mads will shake her hand and try to not look terminally pissed off.
Permanently pissed off.
When the RBF turns deadly.
Performance or deception in this role, I guess.
I believe in you.
They're the same, so it doesn't matter.
You have like you have some RBF going on.
Understood.
So she takes your hand and she smiles very genuinely as she shakes each of your hands.
I'll hold on just a little longer than is required and make eye contact with Riz.
Harry will like weakly or just like kind of just not really trying, but like shakes her hand to like follow the others, but just full staring, just like at the horns, nothing else.
At the horns specifically?
Yeah.
Do I notice that?
Yeah, I'd probably say you noticed that one for sure.
Mentally, would it be like, Pyrie? No.
Aradia also notices.
Ah, shit.
Oh, yeah, I realized there's not very many tieflings here. I'm sorry if they concern you.
Pyrie is gonna be like, they're not concerning. They're pretty. Just no filter.
Oh. She seems genuinely taken aback as she's like, well, thank you. I very much enjoy yours as well.
Pyrie's gonna immediately light up at that and then look back at Larry and be like, do I have to cover them?
When we're out and about, yeah. Oh, like, this is a friend. So it's okay.
Oh, speaking of, give me a charisma roll for your Riz.
Oh, so true. With Riz.
With Riz.
Handshake with Riz, alright. I'm tired, it's fine.
She recovered it for you with a 16.
Okay. Huge and massive and real. Plus.
So, presumably you've spoken with Darius, if you're here, as I have asked him to send you over. I thought we might have a small chat regarding the situation here in Silversong, with slavery and the council, and I've heard a little bit about it, but would you be able to walk me through exactly what's happening?
All right. I'll do a singular insight check before I spill all of my guts, just to see how I feel on a scale of like 1 to 10, how trustworthy she is. Because obviously she's been vouched for by the guy, and she's our double agent on the inside. But I'm gonna double check that for myself.
I'm gonna do a thing.
Uh-huh.
You are enamored by her.
Oh.
Okay. Your judgment is skewed. Roll with disadvantage.
Okay. In like a normal way or a
like
magical
she's hot
way?
And that's what you're thinking of.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Okay.
That's true and accurate and real.
Valid. I think that feels fair, but it seems like a weird thing to ask, yeah.
Listen, but the role says I can be horny and still suspicious of people at the same time.
Absolutely. With a 16, she seems very... I've used the word genuine quite a bit. She seems very, very genuine about her intentions. She seems to be upfront, as far as you can tell.
Good enough for me. So I'll start to fill her in on the things that I'm aware of, because I might not be aware of all of the larger moving pieces. But I'll tell her in chronological order the things that I found and what was on them, starting with the map in the secret room. And then well, I guess the note will come first. So the note in his pocket, the map in the secret room. And I'll produce my copy of the note, but not fully give it to her. Just let her, like, see it as I'm holding on to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will also talk about the ledger and what's inside there, specifically pointing out the names of the corrupt council members that are being paid off, as well as like the guard.
She takes a moment to let all of that kind of settle in. This is a lot of information.
It sure is.
It sure is. For brevity, because I'd like for you guys to get to the next thing here, I am going to just give you the bullet points of this conversation. We've done a lot of RP, and I don't want to stick you with nothing but RP.
Sure.
So, Aradia has been on the council about 3 years ago and was under the former council, who were beloved and kind to the people. That particular set of council members had put a bill almost into effect that would outlaw slavery in Silversong and its territories, making it illegal. However, the bill was not passed and could not be passed because the entirety of the old council, minus herself, disappeared or died under mysterious circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
It was replaced with the council that we have currently. She also will let you know she is aware of snake people that go by we'll just call them with it. They go by the name of Yanti. So they are snake people that are indigenous to Eternia. Mm. The city that is in Eternia has largely been cut off from Silversong, and the only way to get there is through Stone Guard. I'll write a lot of this down for you later.
Okay.
The Silversong Council has been corrupt for quite some time.
Sure.
She is aware that Thornebridge has associates in Eternia and Stoneguard, but she has never been able to speak with them directly and has always kind of had the gut feeling to keep her head down and stay away from them. And
if she doesn't bring up, I would want to bring up the mines and the fact that that's the highlight of where Darius is moving next and where we're trying to, we suspect we're going to find a bunch of people there.
I see. She seems tentative about that happening, that being brought to light, and more so because the current council would be under fire from the people for allowing slavery. So she considers that might begin some kind of internal conflict in Silversong. So something
would us going and finding the mines?
If that was brought to light that slavery at that scale was happening in Silversong.
Yeah.
Yep. So something
that sure is the.
She's it's more of a warning to be careful. But yeah, that's pretty much that whole conversation there. It felt weird to not just do it.
We would just be doing that for the rest of the time, for sure. That's the type of conversation we can play out for so long, adding flavor. Mm-hmm.
I will provide those notes for you, but what I will say, this takes at least the hour that you have for your telepathy.
Sure.
Do any of you have any particular questions you'd like her to answer?
No.
Let the homies go first. No?
I got nothing.
This lady was not your lady. Fair enough. Your lady was the other lady.
So with that in
Nothing
mind,
from Kyrie. Okay. I guess I would just inquisit further into her background and what she's doing, since Darius had informed us that she's kind of like the inside man. Like, what is it that she does, and if she's in any danger, or if anything's like precarious for her right now because of the increased guard, and what she thinks of that whole situation.
she is not officially part of the rebellion, though she does supply information to Darius. But that's only been the case for about the last about 8 months. The last 8 months or so have the entirety of the council shifted in the last 8 months. She specifically cites Thornebridge being someone who was once a fairly shrewd and humble businessman who is now overwhelmingly opulent and not necessarily a good person.
Yeah, he's not hiding his scumbaggery.
Not the same person she was familiar with when he joined the council. At least either he's changed or he wasn't hiding it anymore.
Okay.
But
and then as far as my questioning of whether or not she feels like she's in danger because she used to be a part of the council that has all but been forcefully removed.
She feels safe enough, as it's been quite some time, but she can no longer sit on the side as things happen that she could take preventative measures for.
Is she willing to elaborate on that? What does that mean? Like she wants to stop the slavery, or like what?
Sorry, yeah, she wants to stop slavery. It shouldn't happen in Silversong or anywhere. And she feels like she is in a position to set on the road to stop it by providing information for either the rebellion or trying to set things right from inside the council.
Okay. Then I guess I'll ask what her next steps are, and if she has any ideas as far as like... She warned us to be careful not to leak what is happening to the public because that could lead to societal collapse. So if she has any ideas as far as like how we should proceed from here, I guess. If she had preferences.
If she had preferences, it would be to have something in place so that if the entirety of the council, minus herself, of course, is found guilty of corruption and enforcing some kind of slavery, they would be out of their position and either exiled or otherwise. But that would also mean that they wouldn't necessarily have a chain of command anymore. So there would probably be some level of either democratic election or martial law, perhaps, until order could be restored, unless the people are very peaceful, in which case it would just be kind of an election situation. So not really necessarily a good plan. It's more of like a reactionary situation. Until they can prove the information. Until they can, like, prove it and get these people out of their positions.
Okay. So she does want to remove them from power eventually.
Yeah,
but doesn't have an idea of how to do that herself, but she is going to be there to help pick up the pieces?
Basically.
Okay.
She doesn't necessarily have a good plan for it. More like she would need people to take the places of these individuals.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's not the whole council, right? It's just like a good chunk of them.
Well, there's five members officially on the council.
And 3 of them are being bought off. I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good amount.
So it's pretty big turnover rate, you know?
And then as a high table sort of question, was there anything in particular that Darius wanted us to talk to Aradia about?
I think the introduction of talking to Aradia was probably the most important thing. Establishing information about the Yuan-Ti in being in existence, being an entire species, an entire civilization on the Isle of Eternia, but it is not well known, as no one was aware there was an indigenous species.
Right, because it was previously uninhabitable.
That being said, they do seem to have quite a number of contacts, but they're not publicly known, which is interesting.
All right. Fair enough. Okay, then I guess I will just offer my services. Like, if should her situation change, should she feel more in danger than she is currently, I'd be happy to do anything I can to help keep her safe. And then I think I'm good.
All right. Then I would say that she would appreciate any offer of service and contact, and just having somebody who is capable, that she is aware of, who is on her side, so to speak. Having a group of people who could perhaps take care of things she's incapable of is a good situation to be in. And she is willing to look into things or work on things as needed for the party, for the betterment of Silversong. If that
fair enough.
tracks. So we can always ask more questions moving once I list everything out. That's more of a lore drop anyway, so that should be the last big lore drop there.
I will offer my protective services with Riz, just in case she needs someone to assist her overnight at any time in the future.
Charisma, please.
Yeah. Better. Much better. Excellent, even.
Excellent, even. She readily agrees.
Okay.
So we'll come back to that too.
Yeah.
Great Riz roll.
No.
So, with that out of the way, she lets you guys out, shakes each of your hands again, comments on Pyrie's antlers one more time and how very beautiful they are.
Aw.
She does legitimately like the antlers.
Let's go!
You guys make your way out. is there a particular thing you would like to do for the remainder of the day? As I don't have any additional things to do for you.
Well, I told Bane I was gonna stop by, so I gotta go to the bakery.
Okay. Make your way to the bakery.
The Leatherman.
The leather man. Pull
as
the
you
leather croc.
does the whole group go?
I mean,
I'm going to the place with the leather.
Okay.
I'm
Where you
going
heading,
to the
Mads?
bakery.
I'll tag along.
Would you say those places are within a mile of each other?
I would say probably.
All right, then I'll reconnect my thing before we. Yep. Before we part, I'm going to reconnect the brains.
Reconnect the brains. 4
Reconnect
hours.
the brains. 4 hours.
For the remainder until you head back to the tavern, you should be good.
Fine.
So, Liari is going to the bakery. Pyrie is going to the leather worker, and Mads is going to...
I'll go with Pyrie.
Okay.
Just gonna hang out.
Okay, we'll do Leatherworks first then. Now, Leatherworks. I did send you the list of options there.
Mm-hmm.
How would you like to go about that?
How much money do I?
The only thing I can remember is the funny ass high table disclaimer you worked into his verbiage. If I happen to destroy any materials because I roll a 1, that is not my fault.
Look, man, you gotta have disclaimers, okay?
It's good business. It was just funny.
If you need more time to decide, I can...
No. I think I know which two. It's just the problem is that the one is really expensive.
You might be able to work out a deal.
Maybe, probably not.
Barter, 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 barter.
What's this guy?
Just have Mads pull out the Riz. Surely it'll work. Mads has been working on their smile all day.
Oh, Jesus
I got
Christ.
an 8.
Wait,
Don't
is
make me
Mads
do it.
coming with me? Wait, is
Yeah, I'm
Mads
going
coming
with
with
you.
me or with you?
No, I'm with you. Pyrie.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Mads and Pyrie Adventure Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. Let's go.
Alright, I can't remember the voice I gave to this guy, so he's getting a new voice, and it's gonna be fire. You're gonna love it.
Is he gonna be Canadian?
Oh, geez, no. We got enough of them there. As you
Wisconsin?
enter back into the shop, Pyrie,
Mm-hmm.
I do believe you were here by yourself last time, but I can't quite remember.
I think I came last time too.
Did you?
I think Mads was with me, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
As you walk in, you hear well, hey there. Welcome back in. It's a Wild Hide Leatherworks. What can I do you for?
Oh my god.
I think I broke her.
It just sounds so goofy.
This is fun.
I'm enjoying myself.
We need like a. Does anyone know a good like jingle artist who can write us a jingle for like Pyrie's shenanigans that we can just
Oh,
play?
Jesus.
Baby.
Custom jingle. Yeah.
What do you mean a jingle?
Anybody got a jingler?
like background music or just like
I'm thinking
Yeah,
like
or just
catchy, like little.
like a tune,
jingle.
like you know how like the
The
This
third thing
isn't a
I
good
thought of
example.
was the snack that smiles back. Gold.
See, that's good for Sunny, but we need a pirate
know, yeah,
one.
it's good
but
for
yeah,
oh my god.
or like how everyone knows the Family Feud.
Yeah.
Do, do, do,
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna have to find one, honestly. That'd be great.
Or like the Captain Jack Sparrow music.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
but we need that for Pyrie.
Maybe it could just be like maniacal laughing, and that could work too.
Just
Honestly,
like
I feel
Gizmo
like-
when she's a cat at the end
Yeah.
of the first new group.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I feel like the what the hell is it? The Pirates of the Caribbean Captain Jack one works pretty well.
It sure does.
Yeah. Anyways, Pirates is gonna saunter up and be like, I came here last time with my snake skins.
Right, yeah. No, that's Australian. Hang on.
I love my Australian cowboy.
Yeah, I was a fan. Bring it back.
Right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I already worked them into what you wanted. Which was these things. Because I still don't
Which
know.
Which was the fuck, where's the name of it?
I assume you wanted the cloak.
The cloak was one of them. And the armor.
The cloak and the armor it is. Right, so I made that up into what you wanted. We got here a nice cloak, and he kind of holds it up, and it's got the little shimmer from that glyph snake skin. And then he points off to a table, and he's like, right there's that armor you done wanted. Ready. Now, it's about time we perhaps discussed payment.
Pyrie's not good at this stuff. By Pyrie, I mean me. I'm not good at this stuff.
Right, the agreed price was about 800 gold. This is some tough material to work with. Almost lost that leather armor there, but I managed to save it through sheer willpower.
Just like how I got the skin to begin with. I had to fight for that one.
Yeah, this seems like it'd be a bit of a tough thing to fight.
The snake itself, kind of. It was the others that didn't want me to have the rest of it. Could have done so much with those bones.
Oh yeah, a bone from a big snake ought to have been pretty interesting. So anyway, about the payment there, miss.
So about that, I only currently have. Can I lie and say I only have like
You can definitely lie.
250?
250?
Uh-huh.
Right, you know this is kind of difficult material to work with, right?
Kind of.
Perhaps guess we could. Maybe we could work out some kind of deal. Let's say, perhaps you could obtain some more of these glyph snake skins, as you said. It's a hardy material, and I think I could really sell it.
Fiery's gonna look at Mads for assistance / like, do you think we can find another one?
I'm gonna mentally tell Fiery, we're not gonna do this. We can't do this. We already have a bounty for you, and we don't know why. I'm gonna kind of like get into this conversation. And I'm like, perhaps we could find another sort of way to compensate for this. Getting these materials was rather difficult.
I'd imagine.
That's true. The other one did kind of get away.
That is a pity.
And I can't swim that deep.
Mads is gonna just perhaps maybe she could get one of the items for the 250, and then we could come back later with the rest.
I suppose.
And get the other one?
We could do that. Well,
In this way. And this way, nobody potentially has to lose a limb like I almost did, getting another one of those skins.
The best materials are always the most dangerous. But, in any case, I think we could probably part with the armor for 200. And, tell you what, I'll hold on to this cloak here, and we'll sell it. And when you have enough to pay for, you come back, and I'll be happy to give it to you. But if you come across any more interesting materials, bring it here. Let me have first pick. Maybe we could reduce that price.
Sure thing. That sounds like a splendid deal. Thank you.
Excellent.
Are you just gonna be like, aye, Capitan? And then look at Mads and be like, that means I can skin anything I want, right?
I'm gonna shake my head. No, it doesn't. But you know what? If something comes up, I'll let you know, and you can go ahead and do it.
Deal.
Wonderful. Here's your leather armor. He's gonna just pick it up, and just one hand reaches over, picks it up, and then holds it out for one of you to take. Presumably.
I'll grab it.
As you take it, you expect it to be a lot heavier, but it is a very light, but very sturdy piece of armor. And you do see that really nice kind of glittery almost sheen, and the intricate glyphs that are almost carved into the body on that armor piece. It's very beautiful. And I will make up the item for you to have next session.
Cool. Fiery's also gonna ask him, by any chance, are there any scrap pieces?
There are, in fact, a few pieces of leftover material. I couldn't quite get it all in there.
Can I just have the scraps, please?
You know, I'd be willing to knock down some price to keep these scraps. They're rather nice. It's up to you, though.
How much we talking?
There's a fairly nice little pile of scraps there. They're not all in one big piece, so it's not inherently useful as a material to use for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of looks at it. About, this is a pretty interesting material. I'd be willing to take off, I don't know, maybe a little around 100 gold. Say the cloak's worth 470 if you let me keep these scraps.
Deal.
Excellent. Wonderful. You let me know whenever you get the money or find some more materials for me, and be happy to provide you with this cloak here.
I will be back with materials.
Excellent. Well, now y'all have yourselves a nice day.
Kyrie is going to unceremoniously rip off the funny leather thing that she had on and put the other stuff on, the new stuff.
Nice.
In the middle of the shop. Does not care.
You are, you have been, he's very raptly attentive as you basically completely disrobe the armor part. Like, you still have stuff on under, but like, you just rip it off and then throw it on, and he just watches in awe as you immediately throw it on. Well, now. Glad to see my work isn't going to waste.
Yeah, buddy. Show's over. Turn around.
Just.
Kyrie's just gonna kind of readjust herself and then put the other leather piece away for the time being. And just be like, okay.
All right.
Time to go hunting.
So, you guys exit the building and head off to the tavern?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or we can crash. I'm gonna ask Pyrie because we're outside the building. I'll just ask her so that way Leari can't hear us. Do we want to go visit Leari at the bakery, or do we want to go back to the inn?
Mr. DM, what time is it in game?
It would probably be hitting evening time because you spent the morning pastries, taking Joe, going to meet people on the other side of town, making your way back, going to the leather. Yeah, so I'd probably say like late afternoon, early evening.
Perchance, would I be able to do a funny little perception thingy to see if I could see if there's like some type of the only word I'm gonna give is hunting lodge, but like a place where like obviously like people of that are hunting like game and stuff for materials would be.
I would say yeah, you could definitely do that and see what you could find. What are you looking to like? You're looking for a place that has some kind of hunters or materials.
So I could like if there's like a information on where one could hunt / find things of the monster-like persuasion.
Got it. Go ahead and roll me a perception. I'd say
20.
yeah. It's not a very often, like, you don't find this kind of place very often, but you do manage to stumble upon one. What information do you want, or we can readdress it? Because I'll build something out for it. So what are you looking for exactly? And we can...
I mean, I was like specifically looking for like either a place where I could like, I would imagine like some type of like hunting place or whatever would have like these are the known areas kind of thing, or where like monster sightings kind of nonsense, or like these are designated okay hunting grounds.
We're doing Monster Hunter. Got it.
Yep.
Okay. I will say that yes, that does exist. There are places on the islands in the Broken Sea where there are large game or monsters that need to be hunted for a fee. So I will provide you with that information next session, but we'll say you went there and were able to converse and get some information regarding that, along with like
Yippee!
bounties and such.
Awesome.
Okay. Perfect. Liari. Actually, I assume Pyrie and Mads is after that you'd head back to the tavern, unless something else.
No, probably back to the tavern.
Yeah. Liari, you have made your way to Bane's Bakery, and you see their small halfling self busy working on so many types of pastries. They are covered in flour and chocolates and some kind of jam. It's very cute.
Yeah.
So when you walk in,
go
they
ahead
don't
and
notice.
oh, you don't notice me?
They don't notice anything.
Perfect. I'm going to sneak in behind the counter behind her and do the thing where I cover her eyes with my hands and say, "Guess who?" Yeah. I'll be cute with it.
All right. No stealth roll. They are deep. They take a moment before they realize that it's you. Oh, you came to visit me.
I said I would. And then I'm gonna do the thing when she like turns around and like wipe the smuts off of her face.
The schmutz.
Yeah.
It's a very cute scene.
Yep.
Right, yeah. I've just been trying to bake up as much as I can for the festival. So that way we can maybe we can go together.
Oh, yeah. I was hoping you would want to go with me. And is there anything that you need help with? It looks like you have been baking up a storm. Is there anything I can...
Oh, I could definitely use a bit of a hand. It's been quite busy in here, and just immediately is like starts directing you over to like grab that flour and mix it up with that and go wash these dishes. Come put these like full. You are an employee now.
Yes, ma'am. I do all of that.
I would say this will consume the remainder of your evening as you help Bane make an exorbitant amount of pastries.
Yeah. And I'll, like, while we're doing that, I'll work in, like, the small talk and stuff, and, like, you know the thing.
Drill.
I'll spare chat from cringing too hard.
The drill. Give me a Riz roll.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm working.
Well, it's not that you're, not super rizzy, but she's not in a place to be rizzed. This is where she works.
Yeah. No, that's fair. But I want to like try and kind of figure out plans for the like I'll be asking about the festival and does she go every year and stuff of that nature.
All right, yeah, I
don't
really go every year, but there's always all sorts of fun little stalls and lots of food to eat. And I hear there's a really neat game, something about ducklings this year. Apparently there's some sort of new game you play with a board, and there's like little squares you throw, and they have little numbers on them. It's supposed to be very interesting.
High table, Mr. DM. Is this supposed to be a game that I recognize?
Not necessarily.
Very. What game is this?
It's a very broad description of what a game is. It's not specific.
Because I'm like, it seems like you're trying to speak to me. I know it. Anyway, yeah.
Find out eventually.
Yeah,
but
all of that sounds great.
There's all sorts of games, and she explains some of them to you, and they always change every year. She doesn't always go because, there's a lot of like families or couples. But there's lots of like single people too. But it's a big town. She doesn't necessarily like talking to everybody all the time. She's a little shy.
She is too cute. This is oh no. It's so over. Yeah, I'll keep talking to her about things of that nature as we work and stuff, and then I don't know what time is typically like closing time for her shop.
Honestly, it's like early evening because she also does breads and everything. So once everybody gets their like bread for their evening dinner, it's closed. So
okay.
Probably something like 5 or 6.
All right, then I'm probably gonna try and like, as it's like closing up and stuff, I'll like help her clean up, but then I'm very much gonna try and do the like schmooze thing of like, hey, everybody's gone, wink wonk. I know. I just
another Riz.
I know, yeah.
You haven't done anything with this one.
What do you mean?
Have you slept with this one?
Bane? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. With advantage.
Yeah, because we had the lunch date.
Oh right, that's right. It
was a nooner.
Yeah.
This is the one that doesn't like
the
me.
afternoon delight. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she fucking glares at Mads like hella, bro.
Yeah, I remember now. That's my bad. Go ahead and roll Riz with advantage because she knows what you're about now.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just struggling, dude. It was at 20.
You know what?
I'm tapped out, bro.
She's pretty on board with it anyway.
It's good enough, yeah.
So
she sure did visit me this morning of her own volition.
Yeah, she did. I will say that is a successful, but also a health code violation situation.
Sure. I'll help clean up.
Go ahead and give me an acrobatics and a sleight of hand, would you?
Yep. Oh my god.
See, even on the bad days,
on it. Never mind.
with that plus 10, man, it's hard for you to fuck up.
Yeah, it's just I'm stacked. I don't know. Oh.
Ooh, hang on.
Yeah, this is the first Oh dear. That's interesting. All right, how are we gonna play this out?
I don't know.
Come on, Mr. DM.
All right, what are you doing there, Liari?
Oh, I was just, listen. I'm so fond of our times together that I just sometimes I like to have a little memento to remember it by. Is that so bad? Throws it back at Mr. DM.
This is awkward.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I got plenty of more of those.
Oh, we don't stop winning. That's crazy, bro. Okay,
there you go.
Then I will absolutely lean in for the extra kiss as I tuck those away, and then I will say with the most riz in the world, shall I help you clean up?
Right, no, I think you helped me enough. I'll meet you at the inn later. I actually do have to clean this time.
I know. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I was gonna help her clean, but that's fine.
Right, well, make sure you get a little nap in. It starts at midnight.
What starts at midnight?
The festival.
Oh, that's tonight? Oh, bro, I thought that was in
Yeah.
a couple of days. All right, fair enough.
No, that's tonight.
Oh, okay, that's fun.
Right.
All right,
Thanks.
then I'll wait to be picked up then.
Wonderful. I'll be there just before midnight.
Hey, be safe. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna.
Yeah, you're gonna vamoose.
Yeah, I'm gonna waddle my happy ass back home. I cannot believe I still got away with that. It is crazy. She likes me a little too much.
That fucking
Holy-
too, man. I was just like, all right.
Yeah, she just for sure. I'm down. I'm up to 6 panties now. Wait, that's my second double up today. Yeah.
Damn. There's a lot of people here.
And you gotta add 2 more panties to my satchel.
I do. I shall. I gotta put that in my notes or I'll forget. Add 2 panties. So,
Yep.
I would say, Mads and Pyrie, you guys are there first. It is also, I would say you probably also would need to go pick up Joe. Because Joe time.
Time.
Sure, I'll reach out mentally then and say, are we going to pick up Joe as a family then?
You've been busy. I don't think you're reaching out mentally.
Okay. That's fair. Somebody pick up Joe.
I'll go pick up Joe.
There you go.
I was
do
gonna say,
it.
I feel like we would just naturally just like go be like, oh, it's showtime.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Joe.
It's like
We
the
just look
third,
at the-
fourth day you've done this, so yeah, it's
Yeah.
becoming normal.
Just look at the sun and just be like, oh, yep, it's that time.
So you guys go pick up Joe. Let me... For the first time in days, Joe is heading towards you with a smile on his face.
Aw.
Let's go.
I'm gonna say hi to Joe. Just be like, how was your day today?
Oh, it was good. We helped some people get a cat out of a tree.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Yeah, it made me think of Pyrie. And you know, it was just a good day.
I'm so glad to hear that, Joe.
Oh, you
Give him a
guys
pat on the back, or
on the back.
I don't know if I can reach that far. His elbow.
Elbows probably. He smiles at you for the pat. Says, you guys want to go back? To the tavern.
Yeah, there's also a festival tonight. Maybe we could all go out and see it later.
Oh yeah, that is tonight. That would be really nice.
wouldn't it? We can get some festival food. Maybe there'll be fireworks.
Yeah, they always do a big show at the end of the night, like just before just before dawn. It's really pretty. You guys will probably love it.
Ooh, maybe we can get a good spot then so we can watch them.
Ooh, yeah, that would be pretty great. You guys make your way off towards the tavern, chatting the whole way. Joe's got a bit of like he had a good day and now he's having a better day, and it's the happiest you've seen him since you met him. Like, well, since he got broken.
Damn, what happened?
Since he got broken.
What kind of day did he have?
Apparently a good day.
Saving a cat was enough. It brought him back. He was like, yeah.
Brought him back. Maybe he got grounded in his goals.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys make your way back to the tavern. I'd say you'd probably all get there around the same time. Unless there is something specific to be done. We'll fast forward to midnight.
I don't really think. Actually, on my way back from the bakery, do I see any potential like flower vendors?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Flower vendors. I would say those are pretty easily accessible due to the fact that there is a festival.
Yeah.
How big of a bouquet are you trying to purchase? Or just a single flower? Like, what's your goal here? What are you looking at?
I'm kind of thinking a single flower that I can fashion into like a hairpiece when I get back. You know what I'm saying? Like a little thing that I can clip in her hair.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
Yeah.
Mr. DM, I have a question.
What is your question?
Because I don't know if this is a creature that I can be shaped into. But can I change into a dog?
Yeah, that should be an available one.
Okay.
You might.
I mean, we don't usually click the thingies, but I was just like,
I
wasn't sure if it was the.
I'm sure you probably can. It'd probably be. I think the closest thing that is normally something you transform into would be a wolf. But you could do a dog. It'd just be like a lesser wolf.
Awesome. Because I don't have my new fancy cloak yet, and I don't have other things after was yelled at for other stuff. Has been raw dogging the horns out everywhere.
I'm sure that didn't do anything.
Dogging the horns out.
That was
Nobody said anything. After Larry said something to me, I pouted, and then that was it. No one was like, "Hey, you got to put this hat on," or anything. So
I literally said I wasn't going to force you. I was just letting you know the situation. Bare minimum, I would stop you from talking about the fruits in public if I heard you. But yeah.
Yeah, luckily that hasn't come up yet.
Yeah, you know.
Probably gonna be too late, but hit the clip.
Yeah, I was gonna do it and then I got distracted.
I know I'm really good at describing things.
Raw dog. Anyway, okay, where are we at here?
Oh. Where
The flower
art
would
thou?
probably run you about a silver. If you got a really nice one with a big stem, or not even a big stem, but like a nice stem that would hold up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem.
Is this like a
One
behind
less
the ear
silver.
or like a clip?
I'm gonna try and turn it into a clip because my character just has tons of like bobby pins and thieves' tools on me anyway. I figure I could quite easily turn it into a hair accessory.
Easy.
No problem.
No problem. No rolls required. You could easily do that.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys arrive back. Presumably you have dinner. Does anybody take a nap? Or do y'all just kind of hang out until
what time is it?
7 ish?
I have time to get my meditation in, so I might do that. Just because I know I'm going to be up all night, so I'll get my meditation in now.
Okay. So you head off to are you doing the private room?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything specific?
Go ahead, Mitz.
I think Mads will probably just chill until midnight. I don't know if they'll take a nap. Maybe they'll like just relax in the room.
That's fair. Joe will just hang out.
Pyrie will probably just like we'll pretend Pyrie is looking at / reviewing the information she gathered from the place with the stuff for the monsters.
So smart. I love that.
Yep.
Prior to you guys breaking off to kind of do your thing, you get a knock and then the door opens and Katrina will step in, close it behind her. Have any of you heard from Haru?
No, you're really forcing the drama. No. Why has something happened?
High table? No shit. This shit was all fucking scripted. I have a whole thing. It's all in my notes. It's just amazing how it's worked out. Back in.
I'm gonna pop in and just be like, she stopped by my room last evening. That was last evening.
That was 2 days ago.
2 evenings ago. I'll say 2 evenings ago she popped by my room looking for Leari. But I haven't seen her since.
You didn't tell me?
It didn't seem important at the time.
What are you talking about? You just said she was looking for me and then you didn't tell me?
Matt's
is
just
she at
gonna roll her
least
eyes.
coming back?
You had 2 other women within the same day in 24 hours.
No, this is 2 days ago. Also, what? You don't know.
Katrina is just looking between the two of you.
Objection, Your Honor.
Matt's is just whatever. We're done with this conversation.
Wait,
What?
Katrina is here. We don't care.
Okay. This is interesting, and I'd love to come back to this topic. However, Haru was supposed to come by yesterday, and she didn't, and I'm concerned. Usually she stops in every couple of days just to make sure we're good here and we don't need any help, but I haven't seen her, and it's not like Haru to disappear like that. So I was wondering if you guys, if any of you had seen Haru at all. But it doesn't sound like it since the other night.
No, I haven't seen her since then.
I'm
Are you
glad
worried about her? Should we try to find her?
She's very punctual, so it's very strange when she doesn't show up on time. Normally we just have a bit of chat in the middle of the day every few days, and I haven't seen her, and it's just not like her. So maybe I'm overreacting, but if you see her, will you please let her know that I'm worried about her and to come by?
Yeah, we're going to the festival later, so I'll keep an eye out because I know the guards have been busy these last few days since Thornebridge
She wrinkles her nose.
has gone missing. Okay, what the? I have
at the guards,
asked.
not at you.
Oh,
The commentary of the guards. Yeah, they
wait. Then what does that mean?
they've been filling the ranks with some interesting individuals. They're masked up. You can't see them. I don't like it.
Are they suspicious characters? I mean, a lot of them have been covering their faces, but
Well, Haru,
do you know something that I don't?
Maybe a week ago, Haru said to not engage with any of the masked guards, but she didn't say why. And well, now she's not around, and I don't. And I'm just worried. That's all. Sorry to bother you. I hope you all have a great time at the festival tonight.
You're
Anyway.
no bother.
Anyway, you have a good night. It's just gonna kind of look between Liari and Mads again, and kind of like consider what was said, and then leave.
No. Listen, I get it. Being a douchebag is gonna come back to you at some point, but can we just? It has been so. I've been juggling this for so long that it's kind of crazy.
Actually, yeah, it's been quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
That boy Larry strikes again.
The way I'm not even the one that is fumbling this. My party member is killing me for me.
I never said I was gonna cover for
Situation.
you. I'm not gonna fumble you. I'm gonna tell the truth. Whatever you think Mads is gonna do, you aren't that close. Trust.
Trust.
I didn't think she was gonna do anything. I just didn't think she was gonna actively throw me under the bus because that's fucking hilarious. Yeah, concerns. I'm still gonna glare at Mads, but I'm gonna more so speak to the group and just say, yeah, that's concerning for sure. That's not good. The way people have just been disappearing, and it's people of note. Like, nobody is safe. Definitely. Because you all said you're going tonight, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So definitely let's keep our eyes out tonight, and let's... Yeah. I'm kind of nervous now with the increase in guards and people are disappearing. Going out is sketchy. I don't want to not go, but definitely have your wits about you tonight, I think. And you said this was before we split off and
Before
nap
you
time,
split
right?
off, yeah. So you can go and chill in your room now.
Alrighty, I got some things to do before tonight, and I'm probably gonna nap, so, see you later.
So Pyrie is looking over paperwork. Joe is chilling out. Mads is semi-napping. I will say, seeing as it's about end time, and the festival is a larger
Whole section.
section of things, we will end today's session here and start up with the festival next time.
Yippee.
Yippee! Lots of lore. Yeah, good time, guys. Sorry, I feel like there was a lot of lore stuff, but I think it'll be good. I think that's all the lore I gotta drop on you for quite some time.
Fair.
It was good.
I mean, that seems like the whole chunk of the section for sure. Probably.
For sure. I don't think I'll
you better
do.
make sure you get brushed up on everything because it's your turn next time.
Ooh.
Yoo-hoo!
Let me mark that. Recap is Mads. Marked.
That's so funny. Yeah, Mr. DM has some homework with items and
Yeah, I
I
got
think
a little.
you said you were gonna copy paste some of the information for us so that it's easier.
Yeah, I got a whole section of to-dos here, but that's okay. I'm actually excited to do it all because I feel like you guys are about to high table. Y'all are about to get into some meat and potatoes, and I'm excited.
Yeah, I really. My wee woo sensor about the festival tonight is going off. I'm like,
It's gonna be so
no.
good.
I'm so sad about Haru, bro. Not okay. The missed opportunity to get laid, sure, but I don't know. It feels bad that she got because I bet you because the second command is sus. The second in command is sus. I'm like, aw, come on, man.
Yo, like, it's so
Big
good.
L for Cat Lady.
It's so good because legitimately, like, the Haru coming to the room was planned. The fact that you switched rooms was not.
I know, yeah.
Yeah,
this is what I get for being a good parent. It's crazy. I don't know.
Just so many things changed. Like, the entire tone of what was gonna happen, and it was so good. It was so good.
Oh my god. All my bridges are just about burned. I think Katrina would forgive me maybe if I get a really good roll. Me praying that Mads doesn't burn my bridge with the cutie patootie, but they don't like each other anyway, so it's kind of weird.
There can only be one halfling.
Like any of others. I think
Yeah,
I think they're all fucking annoying.
No, I know.
I appreciate so much. Just each of your guys' characters are so distinctively different and complementary. Yeah. It's so funny to me.
Yeah, we never let each other get away with our shit because like Pyrie wants to skin everything and me and Mads are like no, and then I want to fuck everything and Mads and Pyrie are like no.
True.
Mads is just out here. I don't even know what we tell Mads no for yet. We'll see.
Mads, quit being so angry.
No.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's usually just Mads, be not angry. Be not bitchy face.
I love that it's a roll
I almost
every time.
supported Mads becoming like a psychotic torturer. That was almost funny. So.
I loved that because you took a page directly out of my book of what Pyrie did to the tiefling.
Mads
Minus
is
the
trying
thing.
really hard to be good, but it's really hard sometimes.
And then you have the morally ambiguous Pyrie that is nearby.
Pretty morally ambiguous, let's be real here.
Well, I feel like Larry has more of a set standard of just like, hey, humans and people in general should not be treated as slaves, and sticks to it. And Pyrie judges based on, do I like you? Would you make good fertilizer? Or other parts.
Fertilizer. Okay.
Or,
yeah.
High table. High table question for Pyrie. Are you looking at those horns like you want to keep them or like they're pretty?
I think it could have gone.
We'll have to find out next time on
God
Dragon Ball Z.
It's so sketchy. I'm just like, oh no.
I think that Pyrie made a friend there and therefore is less inclined, but I think if the tides were to change, that would be my guess.
Yes, is correct, Adderall.
I think that the lady being nice kind of saved her ass a little bit there.
Oh, man.
Not the hot lady, please.
There's so many things happening. The cast for this is crazy big for this arc. I love it.
I love that Joe is coming around. He had a good day.
He did have
Yeah.
a
Oh
good
my god, I
day.
almost cried.
I'm so
I
excited.
almost don't want to take him to the festival because I'm afraid it's gonna.
Cause shit's gonna go down.
It's gonna hurt him again.
God, he's gonna get swept up in some bullshit on accident, and then we're back to square zero.
Or potentially even in the negatives.
Oh god. God, what if he actually dies this time? What if something happens that triggers his Santa genes and he just becomes Krampus in front of us and then I just cry?
This isn't a complete list because Joe's not in here. And there are characters you haven't met yet. But that is currently the cast of Arc 2. And it's fucking enormous.
Oh, that's massive.
Yeah. Considering I think our tutorial had like 4 people.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
What a good time.
This is clear a lot.
Also,
yeah.
hi Absol. I don't know if I said hi, but hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. But yeah.
I will say, I have plans for both.
Terrifying.
For two specific characters, NPCs. I have plans for them.
Oh no.
I would love.
I will let you guess which two.
I have an idea.
Is it the mice?
I feel like Darius is probably one because you hit it off with Darius. And maybe the second one is...
Gotta be the Tanner, right?
Aradia?
Ahua?
Aradia. The tiefling.
Is that the purple?
Purple.
Purple lady, yeah.
Purple lady.
The grape lady.
Grape lady.
Purple. Grape. Grape flavored.
Purple. Oh my
Wait.
god, I hope so.
You're gonna let... God damn it. Okay, so you're gonna let me guess, but you won't tell me if I'm right?
I mean, yeah, you can guess all you fucking want. I ain't gonna tell you.
I can't plan for shit.
Actually, Sunny, since all of this was like off screen today, can you just like really quick go into the shenanigans that you pulled from the time you woke up to the time you strawberry jammed Rosina?
That was great, yeah.
Yeah, so this was happening in DMs the whole time that you and Mads were seeing
except your rolls.
The one lady.
Yeah, we kept seeing
yeah.
the rolls.
Yeah, you kept seeing me roll for things as Mr. DM requested. However, Pirate didn't want to get smushed, but also didn't really like was gonna be kind of rebellious of the like gotta hide your horns thing and not be you. So instead of a cat, she's gonna be a rat and freak out the lady and like maybe do some snooping and stuff. But then when we got to like the funny cafe thing, I was just like, nah. There's tarts, there's fruit tarts. Pyre's gonna go get herself a snack. And so it was
So you were just running around, and then you got to the place, got distracted, and then showed up and scared the shit out of the lady just in time for us to leave.
Well, the funny thing is that I kept having to roll stealth checks, but because my stupid thing is too fucking high, because it's like +6 on stealth. So
Yeah.
Just rolling 20s every time. Easy. Until that last roll.
Oh my god.
She did so good.
we were both just like, finally.
I think we
It
did. We
finally
both said
failed.
yes in all caps. We're like, yes, finally you caught.
Yeah. But the idea was that when we both woke up, I went over to Mads' room since like Larry was awake and obviously probably would have seen me turn into a fucking rat. So I hid in Mads' bag. I was in Mads' bag the whole
Oh
time.
my god.
Mhm.
He was carrying me in. Well, I was a rat in the bag, and then when
And then you had her saved. You have her in the bag. Bold.
The
Look.
second you sat down, I was like, all right, I'm wiggling my little ass
Yep.
out, and we are going on a hunt for some tasty treats.
And
that's what I did, and I kept rolling good stealth rolls
Yeah, her
for
stealth
all of it.
got out of the bag. None of you noticed. Nobody in the restaurant noticed. It was excellent stealth rolls, honestly. Also, fun fact. I had to look up locate object. You can't locate an object that has been morphed, if you will, by wild shape because it's part of the
Ooh.
person and is considered technically hidden.
Yeah, so I was in your bag the whole time you were doing it.
That's
Well, we
interesting.
couldn't find you because the mask stops existing in
Yep.
your rat form. Oh
Yep.
my god.
Yep. I had to go look it up.
All of that is insane.
I have a question. If
Yeah.
I would have done the collar instead, would that have been effective?
She's wearing the
Yes,
collar, so yes, you would have
probably.
found
Because
it.
I was wearing the collar.
Right, because the collar is only there when you're in your animal form, right? It's not
Yeah,
something
I
that...
specifically said that I was going to be wearing the collar while I was in rat form. Because originally my plan was going to be like crawl out of the bag and like crawl into the lady's lap as like the rat and be like, yeah, I'm Pyrie kind of thing. But then I went on a snacking shenanigans, had a little fun time in a strawberry tart that I stole. And then I got covered in jelly. So, you know.
Which was very entertaining. You basically rolled in that tart.
Yeah, I rolled in the tart, ate the tart, and then fat, happy Pyrie as a rat went to go back and was just like, all right, up the lady's dress we go.
Up the lady's dress. There sure was a lot of dress to climb.
Exactly. That's why I was like, this is the best course of action. Clearly.
Lily.
Clearly.
And I still freaked her out. Which
You
was
did
equally
so
as
good.
entertaining.
So
That is so funny. Holy shit. Okay, I'm glad. That was my one loose end from today's session. I wanted to know so bad.
it was
Sunny and their
entertaining
secrets.
to keep it on the down low for sure.
Yeah, I was really hoping that like all of the stealth rolls that we were doing, like I was really hoping that some of them would just flat out fail.
Yep.
But then I got really good.
Yeah, that's.
And I was like, well, okay, never
'Cause,
mind. I guess I'm just gonna have
I
a moment
figured
to
you'd
myself.
I figured you'd get caught by the time you were pulling a pastry out of the case, and just nope.
That's
Nothing.
what I thought. I was just like, clearly at this point, someone will notice that there was a rat in the pastry case.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Legitimately, the
Nope.
timing worked out really well.
Mm-hmm. It was very funny.
It was.
I was kind of sitting over here giggling to myself, just being like, I am rat.
I am the rat.
In any case, though, guys, been a great time. I'm so happy you were all here and playing games, playing the D&D.
Yeah.
If,
Thank you, Mr. DM.
Can
Can I
My-
roll to steal your panties?
Yes, please do. Well, I say please, but like,
Oh,
oh, I saw the 20. It was there. So, oh, you got an inspiration. You got an inspiration from Absol. Thank you, Absol.
I
Oh,
rolled worse.
yeah.
Dang.
That's okay.
so good, so good though.
That was a good try.
It was honestly, it was so good. Thank you all for being here tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. Definitely go follow my streamer friends who are part of this campaign. Shinez, Snackybuzz, they are both fantastic streamers and do lots of entertaining content. Please go give them a follow if you enjoyed this. And then we're gonna raid out and go visit Mr. Game Master Eric, who is also running a D&D campaign right now.
Yippee! We love D&D.
More D&D.
More D&D. Got to keep the D&D going. Oh, it's the other way. I'm smart. It's fine.
It's my favorite part of every week is whether or not you're gonna remember your own command.
I'm not that. Yeah, that's accurate.
It is a coin flip.
It really is. Thank you all for being here. Adderall, I know you were here the whole time. I hope you enjoyed. I thought it was pretty entertaining tonight. And we'll see you all. Well, I'll be back on Saturday for Flanick, and then we'll be doing another one of the Echoing Isles on Monday. And then we're going to go to the festival. Wonder what'll happen there.
Festival
time. I thought you were going to be there like 3 episodes ago, but that's okay.
We just want to experience everything.
Truly,
No.
I love that I love how we play this. In any case,
We could have detoured today and just fished for 4 hours.
Oh,
that
true.
was such a great
It was
time.
disgust.
Web fishing. Anyway, everybody have a great night. Thanks for being here. Stay bold.